Hello! Welcome! We're back. It is the Sunday night chill stream? Sunday night something stream. Cool time, chill time, Sunday time, game time. We're playing some more The Good Life. Hey, Giant Spatula, welcome! Is the next main game Prototype? Oh yeah! Like the Alex Mercer one? Oh yeah! The PS3 one, for sure. Except we'll be playing it on PC. It's probably maybe on the Xbox too also. But yes, that's the one. That's the one. The one where we're the edgelordy boy with the superpowers and stuff. I haven't played it before. So yeah, that's what's next on the docket. Noodles asked about it, and I realized that I had it on Steam. So Sunday night roleplay is a New Yorker stream. This is the one. We're here. Okay, so what were we doing last time? We were about to go to the mountain, find out where the high-tech thingy was hidden. Right, okay, so we have this quest where we were supposed to get a high-tech thingy because, okay, let me explain this. So we need to drink an Irish coffee to not freeze when we're on the mountain, but the Irish coffee will get cold while we take it to the mountain unless we use some kind of a high-tech thingy to keep it from getting cold. That's what we're doing. Feels like you could use a thermos. Feels like an Irish coffee probably not the best thing to drink to stay warm on a mountain. But here's where we are. Transpatcher says, I love Prototype. That game is absolutely terrible. Oh, I'm excited. Also, checks out. Yeah, checks out big time. Why are we going to the mountain? Because I forget. My plan today is to crit path this game as much as possible. We might run out of money and have to, you know, go do some side stuff, but we did a lot of side stuff last time and kind of meandered about and did not make super a lot of progress in the game. That was though because we had like a weird timer. We couldn't do part of our quest until it was Sunday, and it was like Friday or whatever. Okay, so let's see. Glow moss something something? Yes! Yes, that is what it is. Yeah, there was like glowing moss or something at the crime scene. That's right. So we know what the murder weapon is. We know what the super fast little blur that we took a picture of was. They marked it on my map, I think, where this is, right? Somewhere around here. Okay, let's go to Norcolitiantarn. Let's do it. Yeah, we need to find out what the glowing stuff was. These are obviously all the clues that we need to solve the mystery. Forget, like, who did it. Or why. We need to know about the moss. Take me away, wool machine! I forgot how much the sheep riding music rules. I want this to be the music in every game. Can I pay to open this gate? Can I not pay to open this gate, actually? Let's be a cat. Crime. 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 Skip the toll. Oh, yeah! I'm not gonna pay that toll. Chocobo music. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes, I do know the Chocobo music. I think I know which one it is. It's one of the very well-known Final Fantasy songs, right?
How are you?
Miss Hayward! Oh, it's Emma McCauley. Do we remember what she looks like? Which one is she? Oh, the child. Bring me the child! Whoa, you scared me! Legendary Frog, Final Fantasy is an RPG. Okay, yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. That's the Chocobo music. That actually did confirm for me which one it was. Why do people in this town always come out of nowhere and start talking to me like it's no big deal? I can't believe you actually made it here.
I did it!
You really found the spot using nothing but the photos as hints. That's super awesome. Now this is kind of effed up because they apparently also knew where the spot was. They were just yanking my chain. No, that's not right. Not yanking my chain, but just messing with me. Well, if you say so. But now, what should I do? Oh, here, just take this. Ta-da! Old label. An old label that was attached to the thingy and apparently still smells like it. Ah, I know what to do with a thing that smells like a thing. Here's your last hint. It's the label that was on the high-tech thingy. I'm sure it's got the scent of the high-tech thingy all over it. You'll be able to find where it's hidden as long as you have its scent, right? I know you can do it. Please, Miss Hayward, find the high-tech thingy. Oh, so this means crucially, if we're crit pathing this, we're not gonna try to get the hot pants because they seem very difficult to get, and it's just I do want to get the jorts, but it's not gonna be worth it. What the hell? Now even the brat knows I can. Now even the brat knows I can transform and track smells. Kind of a weirdly. Whatever. There's only one thing to do now. Having a lark since you're in the jolly old UK. No, if we have time, we can try. We'll take another look next time we're in town. We'll, because every time we've looked at it, I've just looked and said like, oh, that seems like a whole thing. But we can take a look and try to get a better estimate. When you want to memorize the scent of something, blah, 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 we know how to do this. Being a dog. Digging points. This is another new game mechanic. Digging points may sometimes appear in your territory. Dig around in them and you might end up finding items and materials that you otherwise wouldn't be able to acquire as a human. Expand your territory and get your paws on as many rare items as you can. Alright, so, to the old label. The old lab, as we call it in the business, when we don't have time to say label. Where is it? Using my eyes to see the label. Key items. Key items. Stop. I can do this. This is spaghetti. Giant Spatula says, I mean, this makes, like, no difference to me since I'm going to tap out in an hour anyway. Okay, fair enough. We'll see. We'll give it a proper look, though. Hold up. Turn into a dog. Now look at my inventory. Oh, yeah, we're detecting rabbits still. Please. Oh, my God, the menus. Okay. Not as bad as Scarlet Nexus, but confusing. Things that I can sniff. No? Label. Smellables. All the meats are smellable. That makes sense. Looking for other things with the dog icon. What am I missing? Did I not have enough room in my... Is that it? Dog. Pause. Pause again. Duck! Now you're smelling for ducks. Well, now hold on. No, my inventory has room. Okay, I can fix this. What have I done? Wrong, I mean. I guess we could just run around and look for the dig site. I'm losing my mind. What did I do wrong? This game had a big update, by the way, since the last time we played it. I think it was all bug fixes. But, maybe there won't be as many bugs. We did have problems with bugs, previously. Duck. Aha! Smells of question mark. Maybe that's promising. Smells of an animal. There's a little hamster or something. Hamster, get out of the way. I'm not trying to smell you right now. Aha! Let's just assume these question marks are taking me the right way. Otherwise, I'm in trouble here. God, I hope this is the right thing to do. It really seemed like I was supposed to get an item. You're now looking for the other hamster. Uh-huh. I actually kind of like the tracking minigame. I said this before, but oh look, there's a place to pee over there. Well, we gotta do that. So glad it's a yellow icon. Appropriate. This is not where I dig, is it? This is definitely where I pee, right? Oh, unsuccessful. Failing the peeing QuickTime event is, to me, very funny. I can't imagine what it represents. But remember, it will only last 4 weeks. Right. Which brings us, causes us to wonder, how long did they think... Now what if there's... It's all the little animal. How long did they think that we would be playing this game? Because they're right. Stage fright. Exactly. No, you're not it. The trail's gone cold. Assuming that was the trail. Does anybody remember how to dig? Because maybe this is it. Oh, it's a dig spot. Dog. Okay, we did it. Task failed successfully. An old thermos. Stop. It is a thermos? An old beat-up thermos. At least that's what it looks like. According to Emma, it's a special thingy that never gets cold.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, this has gotta be it. I found the high-tech thingy. Wait a minute, this just looks like a thermos. It's just a thermos. And one that would look right at home in an elementary school kid's lunchbox. I should have known she was making up all that UFO crap. There's no way such a profitable scoop would fall right into my lap like that. The world doesn't work that way.
Jeez.
Oh well, not like I really ever believed her in the first place. Sure, Naomi. At least I found a way to keep my Irish coffee warm while I'm climbing the mountain. Time to head back to David and break into that mine once and for all. Hold on, though. I wonder how long this thing's been hidden here.
Seriously?
Ugh, it looks really gross. I'll have to make sure it gets properly sanitized before anything goes in it. Okay, where do we sanitize this? Or whatever. I wonder if our whiskey is still waiting for us. Our Irish coffee, rather, is still waiting for us back at the bar. Because we ordered one and left it on the bar. I think we'll learn a lot about this game based on whether it's still there. And we'll be in town, so it'll give us a chance to look at the jorts, too. So glad I can ride it right into the bar. No, it is gone. I gotta order a new one. What's the crack? Bought a feckin' thermos with you now, did ye? Jeez. You're more of a boozer than I gave you credit for. How else do you think I incurred all this debt? Oh, Naomi, that's heartbreaking. I thought it was student loans. You're millions of dollars. Okay. Anyway, just make sure you wash that thing before you use it. Might as well scrub it down with alcohol while you're at it. Now you're sucking diesel. Or maybe it's, now you're sucking diesel. I don't know. I'll have this right back to you. No, whatever. She's gonna do it. She looks for the right bottles. This is a right hefty thermos-like. It'll probably stay warm even when you're right in the thick of all that snow. Even David should be satisfied with this one, except that the heaviness of the thermos isn't really what makes it insulated, right? Isn't it that there's a vacuum in between, along like the sides? Isn't that the thing in it with a thermos? We gotta learn about thermoses real quick. Sorry. I gotta go to our favorite browser, Microsoft Edge. How does thermos work? How does thermos work? Thermos flask remain a popular choice. Teach me. Yeah, there's a vacuum. Thin, silvered walls of glass, hot tea, cork to hold flask in place. So yeah, so basically you can't get heat transfer over the vacuum, which is why it stays warm, I think. So the heftiness so it wouldn't necessarily be heavy to be a good thermos, is what I'm trying to say. It might be. It might also be heavy and good, but the heaviness does not denote the goodness necessarily, is my theory. Final answer. This game doesn't know about thermoses. Okay, back we go. Hey, wait, are you sure you washed it? She pretty much did. Here you are, it's all
Seriously?
ready. Ready my ass. Are you sure you really washed it like I told you? It's heavy because it's so full of science. True. Sure, it's all clean and shiny like. Why do I not believe you? Whiskey with hot coffee, thermos. A strange thermos filled with whiskey and a bit of hot coffee. Apparently this thermos will stay warm no matter where I take it. Alright, we got the thermos. I'm ready to climb a mountain now and get hammered and also caffeinated. Why is it so hard to get one measly cup of coffee around here? New York practically has a coffee shop on every corner now. I love the now at the end of this sentence. This is a recent development. You could... No, you know what? It is better for the now. New York practically has a coffee shop on every corner now. And if you want a thermos, you just need to order one on your phone. It'll come in the mail the next day. It's true. Can confirm. If you want a thermos, you just order it. You want coffee? You just go to the coffee shop. Can we summon... Oh, we can only have one sheep companion at a time. I was going to say, can we fill this bar with sheep? But I think we could fill it with wild sheep, but they might despawn. Giant Spadgy says, we keep ordering coffees and they keep giving us tiny thimbles. Coffee for ants! Oh my gosh. I've heard that like all the sodas and stuff at the fast food places are way smaller. I mean, in the UK, but also everywhere that's not America.
It's you.
I'm here to shop. £7 for tiny coffees! No! Do you need some clothing made? Okay, so tell me about hot pants. I need denim fabric, strong fiber, strange liquid, and aluminum chunk. Do I have enough aluminum to make an aluminum chunk? I think I have no aluminum. Okay, how do I make denim? It might be a mystery. Do I need to, like, level up? Hello, stupid glasses. Chinese sunglasses? I can almost make Chinese sunglasses. Ooh, how do I make a filter? Uh-oh. My plans to crit path are being derailed. Do you keep the aluminum in the hot pants? It's part of them. Okay, let's see how much I don't think I have any aluminum. Iron, bronze, silver, gold. Yeah, I haven't seen any. Oh, maybe I make it out of cans? I have a lot of aluminum cans. Somewhere. I thought I did. I may have... Yeah, I've got 2 aluminum cans. Recyclable, but can't be used as a material on its own. Maybe I can find somebody to turn those into aluminum? If I drink the Dead Bulls, I think I get some more. What do you sell me? You sell denim fabric, but only 3. Okay, let's buy 3 in preparation. It's aluminium. It's Leviosa. Oh, you can get all these good plants. Some nice Darjeeling tea. There's so much stuff in this game. Do you restock? She must. Maybe?
Oh, it's you.
What else do I need? She didn't sell filters, though. We've got to get those from somewhere else. I could make a baseball cap out of denim, but I'm not going to do that. Strong fiber. I don't think she makes strong fiber. So we got to find somebody else who will make and or give us these other things. Oh my gosh, we were also going to redo our house. Kind of. And had like most of the materials last time. Okay, F it. We're going off the rails. I don't care about this mountain. I care about the hot pants and reconfiguring my house. I want hot pants for my body and also the equivalent of hot pants for my house. Careful now. How much more materials do I need? And can you recycle for me, Douglas McAvoy? How may I help thee? I'm here to shop. Thou art well met. Oh, you sell more nuggets. That's good. So he did restock his stuff. Which is good, because we need more nuggets. Because we have... It was like 5... Hold up. Please. Okay, we've got 2, and we needed 3 each. If your house wore pants, how would it wear them? Good question. I guess it would be like a wrap around the house, right? Of just like denim. God, that'd be pretty weird. I need some materials. Can you make a filter? How do you make aluminum nuggets? Out of an aluminum... You need 10 aluminum cans? How many aluminum chunks did I need? Oh my god. If I drink a drink, do I get cans? No. Even though that would make... It's fine. For some reason, I thought that worked. Okay. Sweet. Wow. Okay. Well, give me all your... Oh, look how expensive bronze nuggets are. We could go back to the quarry. I'm bummed. I want those jorts. This game is not going to make it easy to get them. So we're going to have to turn into a dog and go through people's trash cans to get the jorts. This is going to be 100% mandatory on our quest to getting jorts. Oh, good. Somebody threw a book in the trash. Become dog. Dig up things. That's what you gotta do. I could also mark all these things. But again, it doesn't last forever and we don't know what it's for. Maybe they explained what it's for, but I don't remember. Baggie of white powder. Excuse me? An unlabeled baggie filled with a strange white powder. What could this be used for? Sussy. Oh, good. We got a can. I mean, we have 3 cans now. Okay, hold up. Let's go look at the store. We need to, like, take a screenshot or write down or something. No, I don't need to cheat. I need to turn into a human woman. Sorry, I know I was just here asking about the jorts. Can you repeat everything you just told me again?
It's you.
Maybe she'll have more denim in stock by the time I get back. Hot pants. Grats, you're rich! Man, I'm super poor. Oh, because of my white powder? Yeah, can I flip that? Maybe. Let me see if I can sell it to her. Okay, so I need 5 denim. 3 strong fiber, which we don't know how to get at all. 1 strange liquid, which I think I make with the witch. And only 1 aluminum chunk. But here's the deal. I need to turn into a human woman, Piotr Vizel. But here's the problem with the aluminum chunk thing. I think it means we need 50 aluminum cans. I think that's literally what we're looking at here. Hold on, let me get my steed. Wool machine! Take me there! Because I think it's 10 cans to a nugget, 5 nuggets to a chunk. But let's confirm this. Which is... it's too much. Aluminium chunk needs 5 nuggets. So we need 50 cans. We have 3. Wool machine. I don't know about this one. Is there some way that I can cheat? That's where my head's at, looking at this recipe. I really want the hot pants, though. Is there somebody I can buy? Can I buy an aluminum from him? Okay, let's turn into a dog real quick and go through this. And let's see if we can buy aluminum and also sell him drugs. And if we do a drug sale with him, maybe we can, like, use it to blackmail him. Oh my god, I don't need more light books. I'm not here to read. I'm here to dig through people's trash. Meow, meow, meow. I mean, woof, woof. I'm a dog right now. Sir. These prices are extortionate. May I buy a chunk? I need some materials. I mean, I need to buy things from you. Can I buy aluminium? No! I hate this game. Where did... Wool machine. Did I just abandon him? Probably. We could call him again, but instead let's just be a dog. Holy smokes. Let's talk to what's-her-face and see what we can sell her. This is becoming a nightmare. Ma'am. Virginia.
It's you.
I would like to sell you some stuff. I'll buy whatever you want to sell, but I'd prefer something valuable. That's not unfair. Oh, wait, I have 8... Oh, those are not aluminum cans. Okay. Do you want these books? She won't buy the powder! Some diamonds? Are they 30 each, and together they're 180, or are they 180 each? They're 180 each. I will sell you 3. Yeah, okay. Anything else that I kind of just don't want clogging up my inventory, like these endurance capsules? You can have this. Those stat boosting items don't seem super necessary. You can have these 2 light books. You can have all my books. Mostly, I'm not trying to get money. I'm trying to just not have stuff clogging up my inventory that I know I won't need. We might want insomnia extract. But we probably don't need 8 dead bulls. Okay, 560. Let's just sell all of these. Alright, we're rich again. I'm a wealthy woman. Give me the jorts.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
Let's chat. There's another photographer besides you who's visiting our town, right? Oh, are you talking about that lobster idiot? Yeah, it's a bit hard to believe considering how he looks, but did you know he's only 24?
Seriously?
Get rich off the diamond mines. Oh yeah, gotta sell my diamonds so I can go mine for aluminum by rustling through people's trash. What? How can a 24-year-old look that old? Okay. Do I have like a quest that I should do for her? Old St. Arden's, a toast to tiny miracles. Nobody's sure when this old church was built, but it's been a home for wild animals ever since. I might be able to earn myself a bunch of emokes if I snap some photos of the critters there. Looks like it's northeast from town. I swear, if it's only filled with sheep... I forgot about the emokes. Oh my god, we're also trying to be a social media guru. Okay. We got a nasturtium leaf. Jump. Huh. Huh. Ahaha. Doing that somehow helped me go through the trash. Ahaha. No, free the dog. No. Oh, sad dog. Free it. Okay, what? Okay, let's... I just want to cheat and get the jorts. We don't even know how to do the fibers. Okay, let's go to the mine. F it. We're going to the mine. We're gonna try to fix our house, which will... I don't know what it will do.
Yeah, baby!
If we build rapport with old what's-his-name, maybe he'll do something different. How do I get to the mine? Or the quarry, even. There is a shrine. Okay, so let's just go to the shrine up here. You got another light book! These people do not want to read. They're like, get those damn books out of my house. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch out, Wool Machine. Wool Machine has sustained a huge amount of head trauma in the course of this game. And I gotta say, he's taking it like an absolute champ. What a lad. Take me to your people. The non-readers. This is accurate. Based on a true story. Take me to here. Yeah, I'll donate $10. I'm rich now. For the moment. We burn through money super fast, but for the moment, we're rich. I hear bees. Ow! I touched the bees. It was a mistake. Wool Machine, take me there. It's 8 p.m. We probably were supposed to sleep. Or we need to eat something also. Is there... Okay, good. There's a campsite up here. Oh, we could do both. It's pounds, so more like $13. Oh my gosh. Time for a little cooking. I would like to cook. Just do cookable recipes. Naomi's random salad. No, the jacket potato will be fine. The jacket potato will be fine. Critical success. Can I eat this on Wool Machine? Fantastic.
I'm stuffed.
So let's eat, and then we'll sleep in a tent, and then in the morning we'll go, you know, do some mining.
Woo!
We paid for these tents out the nose, so we gotta use them. No! Oh my god, I got a toothache. Am I getting a toothache because I keep eating the same thing? Or is it just like, if you eat, you will get a toothache? Too many carbs? Not brushing my teeth? Is there something that I'm supposed to be doing different? We don't know. Wool Machine, take me there. Out of interest. Okay. We just need a... Okay, actually, let's see what we need. No. Oh my god, we could upgrade our camera and stuff too. Okay, so we need 4 bronze nuggets and 3 iron nuggets. Did you just eat a potato off a sheep? I sure did. Listen. It's the best way. You got... If you need a napkin, you just... On the sheep. It's perfect. In many ways, the ideal. You're never eating alone when you're eating off of the back of a sheep. Ugh. What do you think, Naomi? She approves. I probably should have turned into a cat for this part. Boo! I don't need silver. Wool Machine. Wool Machine is like the classic archetype of like the very put upon sidekick. Whoa, wait, how do I do this again? What is it?
Yeah, baby.
All I get is marshmallows from these boxes. I don't even know what to do with them.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh, and a deluxe first aid kit. And some oats. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah, baby.
Some tomato seeds. I planted a bunch of
Baby.
little seedlings recently. One of them was supposed to be tomatoes, but it never sprouted. So instead I put some strawberry seeds that I happen to have kicking around in the same thing. So hopefully those will sprout. Or maybe the tomatoes will sprout. I'll have either a tomato or strawberry plant, with any luck, growing in no time. I think maybe I need 10 of these each? God, I hope it's 5. Bronze, way more expensive considering it's, please. 6. It's much harder, it seems much easier to find than, iron. Extra confusing since if I'm not mistaken, is bronze not an alloy? Maybe it occurs naturally. I don't know. I don't know about geology. But feels like a weird thing to mine up a lot of. What if you have created a strawmato? I had not even considered this. Oh no, science is not ready for that. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button and Naomi kicked the boulder. Good. Just brought me a little tiny bit of joy in this trying time. Ah, oh, strawmato, that'd be awesome. The tomato seeds were kind of old, So I'm not super surprised it didn't sprout. But we'll see. We'll see. Whereas the strawberry seeds are brand new. Anyways, that's that. Naomi, where are you going? I wish they would... What do I wish? I wish I had some view where I could, like... monitor how much I have of something. Like the hotbar in Minecraft, right, is not just good because it lets you quickly access stuff that you want, but also you can, like, see how much, like, wood or whatever you've collected so far pretty easily. I know I could just, like, pay attention, but I don't want to do that. Take me up. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, so cute. Gold! I don't want gold. Right, so don't go to the hard-to-reach places because they're going to give us gold, and I don't want gold. We want the basic crap. Don't kick the rock. Iron nuggets, good. What are we on now? 6 and 5. Okay. 6 and 5. Everybody knows brown comes before gray in the alphabet, and that's how we'll remember that the first number is the brown. Perfect. It's done. It's decided. It's also weird, like... we get these same two status conditions. Shoot. Is it 5 and 5 now? I'm dumb. Okay. I didn't remember the numbers. 7 and 5. Okay. I remembered the things, but I didn't remember the numbers. It's a perfect system. Are there going to be things to mine down there? Am I just going to get stuck and have to come back up a different way? No, I don't want Colleen. Or Cowlin. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it. I don't want your brown parcels of mineral. Game. Remembering, of course, that we can buy a little bit... That rock is floating. Remembering that we can buy a little bit of, we can buy some nuggets, right? If we got 7 iron, we'd be set, I reckon. Free me. How? God, if you could jump as the sheep, that would be awesome. Do like a leap and do sweet jumps. Something's going ding ding ding. But why? It is a mystery. No! I wish Naomi could jump too. Jeez. Even if it was just a little jump. I mean, she can, but not while moving. So that makes it, what, 7 and 6? This is her jump. Pointless. Naomi, learn to jump. Okay, let's critique this. Sorry, I shouldn't just say learn to jump. We can give some constructive criticism. Okay, so she's not using her arms at all when she's jumping, right? That would help. And she's also not bending her knees. Really, she's only jumping exclusively with her toes. That's the problem. Naomi would be too powerful if she could jump. True. I guess it would be... we'd almost never be the cat. Plus, just as a... imagine a New Yorker who could jump. I was gonna say, yeah, jeez. Alright, Naomi, take the plunge. There better be stuff to mine down here, or I will riot. Naomi? I'm gonna riot. You did this. Sweary! I was tricked into coming down here. They looked like rocks that could maybe be mined. No! I don't even have enough to just buy the rest that I need, because I need 1 more iron nugget, right? I need 2 more iron nuggets. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, be the cat. Go look at those big boulders. Oh my gosh, imagine a New Yorker who could jump. That's too much. They already get around with the subway, and it just takes them 55 minutes to get anywhere. But you can go anywhere, but it takes 55 minutes. But you can go anywhere that you want, but it does take 55 minutes. That's life in New York. But, you know, the freedom. You could take a car, but it would also take just as long. No! Oh, you dicks. Why? Oh, they really tricked me. Okay, fine. Because this is an area where they wanted me to pay the toll to go through. So fine, we pay the toll, we go through. Meow, 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 meow. Where can I mine? I'm a cat. I'm desperate for minerals. I need them to form, perhaps, my nails? And or bones? Iron nuggets, good. That might put us at enough iron nuggets that we could peace out now, because we're at 8 and 7, right? So we could probably just leave and buy the rest. Although it would be very expensive. Oh, that's 10. 8 and 10. Bronze was cheap, right? Do we? I don't remember. We'd have to buy 2 bronze. Since we're here, let's just poke around a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Man, I was... Oh, look at these. You got a basil seed. They're not... Those aren't basil plants, but that's okay. Bronze nuggets. 9. We'll just have to buy 1 now, right? Let's go back. Let's go back. I lie. I'm not going back yet. We have to tread over the same ground 3,000 more times. And then I'll go back. Cat time. Hooah! So I bought a big box of the new Magic the Gathering set coming out. Because, wait, didn't I used to be able to mine up here? Did I already do this? Hey, Wool Machine. Which I haven't done in a very long time. I've never bought a box of just like a billion packs. But, I did this time because I just wanted a bunch of the cards. They're doing like a sweet 1920s theme, which seems very exciting. Seems very fun. But, I don't know. It's because I've been using Instagram pretty much exclusively to look at pictures of modern Magic the Gathering cards and getting angry because they're too powerful. That's all I do on Instagram now.
Yeah, baby.
My Instagram Explorer, Earl Grey Tea Leaves, is exclusively Magic cards. Oh, okay, but Earl Grey Tea Leaves. So I was walking the other day, and I heard this woman say into her phone,
Yeah, baby.
"Power level up!" Oh, Wool Machine, you leveled up!
Yeah, baby.
She pulls out her phone, and she says,
I'll blow a fuse.
oh, we gotta eat something. Do I have like a candy bar? She says, "Okay, Siri, coffee, cold," which was like so close to like computer Earl Grey hot, it made me realize we're living in the future. I was very excited. Okay, so in terms of foods that I can eat, can I just eat these marshmallows straight up? Veggies and fruits. Insects. Food? That will give me extra legs. I'll just eat these mushrooms. That seems pretty safe. I can't eat like a raw any of these. That's fine. I get it. I don't have anything. I can't slurp down these caterpillars. Eat a bit of like a parsnip. Would I eat a raw parsnip? I would eat a raw parsnip. Or an apple, surely. Okay, fine. We gotta get you some food, Naomi. So that's why we're going to... How do you wear pants on your extra legs? Also a good question that we need to know the answer to. War poem. You lose 6 hours worth of energy? Do it. And so we gotta buy one more bronze, right? Stress plus 21. Naomi's all stressed out. She's so hungry. That's okay. We're gonna eat some potatoes. Can I summon the sheep in the house? No. But no sheep came. Earl Grey flavored tea? Actually, I will have that. But first, a potato.
Woo!
Woohoo! Critical success! Please. Delish.
I'm stuffed.
Now the problem is, of course, because we have the effed up tooth, we can only fill our hunger up halfway of what we normally would. It's just a bit of an extra pain.
I'm stuffed.
I'll have that Earl Grey tea. I'll have that sauteed pine marten. Sorry, I made a mistake. Earl Grey tea.
Woo!
It's not very good. Woohoo! Critical success. Oh, but it does look good. Kind of. Where's the funniest place to eat this? No. Stress relief? Okay, well, we didn't relieve nearly as much stress as we experienced, but... yeah, our social media is not doing great. That's okay. Okay, let's look. Let's sleep. We don't need to sleep. Let's take a shower. Because we've been out mining all day. We've been working. I feel so refreshed. Go here. Do some beauty care. Bye! Alright, see you later, Giant Spatula. Let's go upgrade our house, and then we're going back on the main quest. We're not going to do the hot pants. That's impossible. I've decided. Let's get all this. No. Can I harvest these things? Oh. Were they not ready? Or they're just decorative? Some mint. Yeah, that just gave us back more seeds. Huh. Alright. Let's go to town. We're gonna upgrade our house. Then we're going back on the main mission. Douglas McAvoy.
Mm-hmm.
I demand that you sell me one piece of bronze. Thank you. That is the more expensive one, unfortunately. Yes. Now... wait, come back! He went to sleep. Oh, that's such a pain. Okay, we're going to sleep too. F it, back to the house. This game. Sleep for 9 hours. Go. Going out, Naomi. Okay, now we'll go back. He might not be up yet. What time was it? It's always raining. Oh, it's 4:30 a.m. He's not going to be up yet. I'll read a book. Don't I have a book? It's been a while since I read a good romance novel. Let me just stand in the rain and read this book. Jeez, I couldn't put this one down. Great. That made it 8 a.m.
Baby.
Hopefully he's up now. Alright, Douglas. Oh, he is up. Fantastic. My man. How may I help thee? I need some materials. Please make me 1 iron chunk and 1 bronze chunk. Oh, they only took 5 each? Okay. Wait. How much do you need to remodel? Please. Quests. I need 3... Oh, okay. I do have enough. Okay. I need some materials. I need to make 1 more of each. Okay, I did need 10. That was not bad counting. We're good. Now, you better fix my house. Maybe I have to chat?
How you faring?
Squire, Dame Hayward. Ugh, now I'm getting a really bad feeling. I trust thou hast not been shirking thy sheepmanship training.
Nope.
Training? I don't need any more training. Stay thy pride, lest we forget it is the very thing that brought down the entire house of Bloodwood. New jewels shine within thee. Thou wouldst do well to further hone thyself as a
Nope.
knight. No, I think I'll pass. I prefer to just stay low level and chill. Should thy results prove remarkable, perchance I might reward thee for thy
Seriously?
efforts. What? There's money on the table? Why didn't you say so? Relieved am I to see true passion burn within thee. Should thou finish the sheepsmanship time trials within the necessary time, I shall grant thee special rewards. In total, there are 3 separate trials. Trial 1 was crafted for... Okay, yeah, so medium, expert, and easy. In that order. The greater the trial thou completed, the greater the reward you get. Good. But make no mistake, Dame Hayward, thou shalt receive a reward only for the first trial thou completeth per day. Got it. Now, re-greet me once. Thy fitments are in order. Sure, but this is not actually what I want to be doing. Quests. Home improvement. Give Douglas the item. I want to remodel. Let's chat.
Hey,
I found all the stuff. Yo, Clanky, I found all the stuff you need. Hi-ho, Prime. At long last, I may commence my toil. Good to hear. By the way, did you finish the estimate yet? Aye, in a few. The remodeling shall cost thee £250. No.
Seriously?
What the hell? I thought you said you were going to give me a discount.
Thanks.
Forsooth, the rate scarcely differeth from raw material cost. Now, prithee, re-greet me with the proper capital. Fine. Fine. We are remodeling this house. Come hell or high water. I want to remodel. Wait. I want to remodel. May I remodel thy dwelling? It shall cost thee £250. That's so friggin' expensive. But oh well, not like I have any other options out here. That blah blah blah, he says it's the same as the material cost, but I assure thee that my work shall be splendid. I shall spare no blood, sweat, or tears until I complete thine order. Good. How wouldst thou remodel thy dwelling? A Tudor house. Oh! We're getting a house. Proper. It shall cost £250. What say thee? Buy it. Do it. Okay, nice. Good. Then I shall commence anon. No greater task hath I seen o'er these 7 years' day. Oh, how a true knight's blood doth boil. What does being a knight have to do with construction? Since the age of ancient Rome, constructing one's stronghold hath always been a knight's responsibility. Is that true? Interesting. You sure? Come, if I cannot convince thy mind, I shall prove it to thine eyes. Let's see the upgraded... Oh, man! That's way better! That's a sweet house! Rejoice! For my toil hath ended.
seriously?
Whoa, nice work. Now it actually looks like it's fit for humans instead of a rabbit. Wait, hold on. How did you do this all so fast? Don't tell me you just rushed through everything and all the walls are going to come crumbling down in a few days.
No.
I merely performed a night's work. In few, my pride hath been embalmed into every inch of this dwelling's walls. Brief was my work, but steady were my hands. All right, if you say so.
Thanks.
If thou wouldst engaged in further remodeling, orders may be organized in thy catalog. Boom!
Thanks, as always.
We got £100. Okay, so it kind of only cost us 150 if you think about it. Forsooth, thy dwelling metamorphosed into a fine manor fit for any good knight. But thy garden? The garden? Who cares about the garden? Oh me, the gods! Thou wouldst trifle a perfectly fit garden. Thou art a photographer, art thou not? Thou should possess a profound passion for beautiful floral landscapes. True. Greet me once thy fitments aren't complete. This night shall serve thee at any manner of interval. Alright, so hey. Boom. Garden 2.0. We'll take it. Change up my garden layout. How do I do that? I guess I gotta talk to him about it. Let's take a picture of our new house. Well, now, hold on. Am I zoomed in? Yeah. Here's my regular... Oh, look at that! It looks kind of good, actually. Let's put this on the social medias. Oh my gosh, I'm already starving again, too. Oh my word! It's beautiful in here! Oh, this is amazing! Look at this place! And it has little narrow stairs like all the houses in the UK have for some reason. We got a sweet kitchen. Oh, man. I'm gonna cook a potato.
Woo!
Critical success.
Phew! I'm stuffed.
Fantastic. Also, oh my god, I got a better computer too? What's upstairs? Oh, rooms I can't go into. Perfect. Well, it's still nice. Wow. Look at this place. Oh, this is fantastic. We got all these knickknacks and bric-a-bracs. I'm a huge fan. Okay, I said I was going to go on the social medias. Let's do that. I gotta take down a picture first. So what's my worst? I mean, any of these ones that have like two... Okay, this is a bad picture. People don't like this one for some reason. They love this one, hate this one. Society. Yes. Upload my sweet house. I want people to look at my house and envy it. Delete this photo also. Put up... Maybe it's one of the night? Oh, it's a good picture! With the knight and the sheep? Put them up. They're not things that are trending, but I don't care about that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how they do. Meanwhile, the side quest that I actually want, let's go talk to him and see if we can do a time trial. I would do that real quick. Little sheep race. And then we'll go to the mountain.
Yeah, baby!
Let's just see what we need to remodel the garden, too. Even though we've never come... Well, I don't think we've ever come close to filling up the garden. I want to decorate my garden. Oh, garden work, please. Shall I modify the layout of thy garden? Change the layout. Good, I shall modify the layout at once. Choose thy favorite from the catalog. Okay, so we've got the homey garden now. No. Oh, let's get a... Should we just ball out and get a girly garden? Boom. Good, I shall modify the layout at once. Oh, it's amazing! That's not girly, it has a gazebo in it. That's amazing!
Seriously?
Geez, you've done already. Such toil is but a moment's trifle for a true knight. What does gardening have to do with being a knight? As of now, thou art one of my finest customers. Further garden layout modifications may be ordered from thy catalog, just as thou wouldst send out a remodeling order. Prithee, continue thy gracious patronage at McAvoy Construction Co. Oh my god, it looks great. Head over to... you want to change it? When you change it, you lose everything you've planted. Okay. That's not good. Did I get anything for doing that? No. I just completed a quest. Experience George's headache treatment. I don't have a headache, though. Okay, let's do complete the knight's trials. But first... Someone visiting a grave. We could go to the graves. Okay, but before this, we gotta plant all our seeds. Look at this place! This is amazing! Oh man, okay. Plant some flowers here. Or whatever we have. Some phlox. Oh my gosh, our house is insanely better than it was. Plant potato seeds. Probably these should have both been flowers, but whatever. Beard tongue seeds. Wow. Basil seeds. Put the tomatoes and the basils right next to each other. We'll just bring a big blender and grab them both and make a nice, like a pasta sauce when they're both ready. Perfect. Oh my goodness, look, I got a gazebo. This place is incredible. I wish I could sit on the chairs, but that's okay. Wow. Can I take a shot, like, of the house through the gazebo? Or with both in it? I guess we want to be inside the fence, ideally. Like this? Oh, the gazebo isn't the thing, though, for me to take a picture of. A wheelbarrow is, though. Okay, we could kind of do this. Bird table, huh? Okay, let's go upload this. And then I swear to God, we're going to do the Knight's Trials. Let's just do the Knight's Trials now. We'll upload it next time we're in the house. Oh, we chose the exact right garden.
Yeah, baby.
Careful there, wool machine. My man! McAvoy. I want to race. Trial 1. Trial 1 it shall be. Forsooth, 'tis simplest, but a knight must keep her wits about her nonetheless. Breach the goal line within 39 seconds, couldn't have been 40, or more remaineth, and thy trial shall be complete. Godspeed, Dame Hayward. Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Careful. Challenge. You need better handling.
Yeah, baby.
Huge mistakes were made. I think I actually didn't do it in time.
Yeah, baby.
We failed the time trial. A fine time, Dame Hayward. That was a piece of cake. Behold thy reward, just as promised. Oh. But greater skills lay dormant within thee. Thou can yet rise higher. The next trial awaiteth. Didn't you say you need to do it within 39 seconds? Am I crazy? Whatever. Maybe he meant something else? I don't know. I don't know. Anything else we want to do while we're here? So I have this little inkling that maybe if we... First, let's get lots of seeds. Or bugs, or whatever. Maybe if we make more stuff here...
Oh, it's you.
We'll be able to, like... unlock more... like, components that we can make with her, possibly? We don't know how to make a filter at all. Do I want a different bag? I don't really care about that. Tanned sheep leather? How am I gonna get sheep leather? Oh no! Okay, I'm not doing anything that needs an aluminum chunk. Patrick leather, tanned pine marten leather. Oh man. Happy Sunday stream, Piotr. Hey, Soul Foundry, welcome. I said we were gonna crit path the rest of this game, but I lied. We're looking at clothes to make. Also, we upgraded the house and the garden. They both look amazing now, but it's not crit path. That would be no. Rubber sheet patchwork leather. I might be able to make this. Special running shoes. They make us better at fighting people, weirdly. Wool felt. Let's see if we can do this. What do I need? We gotta talk to the knight real quick to make these materials. Then we'll go to the mountain, probably. We have a thermos full of hot coffee. We're ready to go back to the mountain. But I keep getting distracted. Kind of the nature of this game. Oh, you know what? Actually, I lied. Sheep? No. Cat? Yes. Because... we want to do this. Meow. What else? We looked more into what it would take to make the jorts. Wait, what happened? Oh, I summoned this sheep instead of turning into a person. And basically we need a lot of aluminum cans, which we got to get like a lot of aluminum cans, like 50. which we get by being a dog and going through people's trash. As far as I can tell, is the way. I need some materials. Patchwork leather. We said we needed 5, right? We need some rubber sheets. What do I need for that? A turbid sap? Okay, forget it. Where am I gonna get turbid sap? Okay, we're going to the mountains. F it. Get on the sheep. Take me away. Watch your face.
Yeah,
Here's what I actually want to do, though.
baby.
We're gonna ride out to this shrine and get the quest that it has, and then teleport from it.
Yeah, baby.
Just so we can get a new shrine quest. Are we gonna be able to get there from here? No. Don't bother. Oh, there's a fence. Alright, go this way. F it, we'll figure it out. I think that's the shrine up there on the hill. Aha! I think this will do it. Here comes the sheep! Okay, boom, we're going. We're on the sheep. Going to shrine.
Yeah, baby.
There's a house, we don't care.
Yeah, baby.
Good. Give me a quest. What the hell? Why am I hearing voices in my head now? Reaping what you've sown. Normal. Oh, we might auto-complete this. Harvest 30 crops. No, but we're very close. Okay. I want to teleport to another shrine. Wait for it. This one. We made a bunch of money by selling some diamonds, which I hope wasn't a mistake. But we'll see. Let's put... Faith in the middle of nowhere, no. Oh, not a side quest, main quest. Back to the Northern Mountains. Is our main quest, okay. Okay, David O'Reilly. There he is, there's our man. Wind stopped. Irish coffee, and it's as hot as it comes. Now we can finally head into the snow. Go on, take a swig. Hey, sure feels great to be encouraged to drink as much as I can. And so she did. She drank from the dirty thermos that they found buried underground.
Woo! Watch out, Snow. I'm the drink queen.
Nice. Glad that one got voiced. Why'd she neck it all in one go? I feel like I could run up the side of K2 now. Which way do I go?
Oi!
Wait, you need to activate the power of rainy woods before you start to climb. You can turn into something that's more resistant to cold, right? Something with a good layer of fuzz. A cat. Oh, yeah, but everyone already knows that you can transform whenever you want. News travels fast in a town as small as ours.
Yeah.
Of course, if it's shyness that's stopping you, then I could turn around. I never thought about transforming like that before. Oh, there's a shrine over there, so it may do you some good to get in a visit before we get going. I'll turn around for you now, so give us a shout when you're ready. I'm ready. Let's just do this now. I'm a little hungry. Okay, transform into an animal that's stronger against the cold. Woof woof, it's dog time. Or cat. I mean, woof woof, it's dog time. Hey. Ruff ruff ruff. Sound, now stay close to me and so you don't get lost. Wandering through the blizzard on these snowy mountains without a compass is nothing short of suicide. If you don't stay close to David, you'll get lost. And that means death up here. Be like David's shadow or else. Okay, we gotta follow him close. Oh, jeez. Was I supposed to grab his scent? Woof, what the hell is this? That's a cave painting of Lu, a deity of light that appears in old Celtic mythology. They call him of the long arm, and he mastered all sorts of different weapons like. And if that wasn't all, he's skilled in many different arts and techniques. He was truly an all-powerful god. Okay, we got a smell. I hope this is the way. Woof, what the hell is this? Yeah. That's the Battle of King Arthur and Cathpolog. Cathpolog punished the arrogant and killed those who attempted to deceive God. In the end, King Arthur used Excalibur to grant it eternal rest. Okay. Just barely see him moving around. Presumably he's going up here, yeah. Oh look, there's a frozen man. Oh my god, it's our rival. He got frozen in a block of ice. Who the hell is that guy? Woof, I warned him. Jeez, he's probably fine though, right? It's a video game. It's safe to be frozen in a block of ice, probably. One hopes. Unlike him, I'm a dog who just drank a bunch of whiskey, so I'll be fine. Woof, what the hell is this? That's Mighty Doo, a giant dog monster. It supposedly haunted the guard chamber of Peel Castle and killed the guards who were dossing about. Some even say it was able to transform into a human, but that sounds a bit far-fetched to me. Follow that man. Uh-oh. Aha! There he is! Oh man, our nose really saved us there.
Yeah.
That there's a cave painting showing the power of Lok's mighty spears, the great Ariad bear. I don't know. Its name means slaughter and had to be constantly submerged in cold water in order to keep its red-hot point from busting out enough fire to melt a whole village. It's kind of fun. Learning some sort of old Englishy mythology.
Wait. Be quiet.
Oh no!
Just stay calm. Usually bears are more surprised at seeing us than we are them.
Everybody be chill.
What I mean is, she's just as scared as us.
Be chill around the bear.
She?
Isn't it obvious? That's a female.
No, I don't know about bears.
She doesn't look the least bit scared.
Well, there are exceptions. Sometimes bears can see dogs as a bit of a snack.
Ah!
Are we gonna fight the bear? Oh my god!
Whoa, you really redeemed yourself, Boy Scout.
He
I won't
put...
lie.
That's...
90% of that was just me chancing it. I thought I was gone or two.
Seriously?
I feel like we need to
Out
buy
here
the
in
bear
wilderness,
joke.
Whether you live or you die often comes down to chance.
Jeez.
So let's press on while luck's on our side, eh?
I guess so. I feel like as a guy with a big scar over your eye, you of all people would appreciate that living things don't like to have knives jammed in their face. But I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Follow this man. Okay, easy one, easy one. Woof woof, this is Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
Yeah.
It certainly seems that way, and over here is old Alfred the Giant. Apparently Jack and the Beanstalk was set during his time. And while the Vikings were making a holy show of it, Jack was busy climbing his magical beanstalk. Careful, David. You're gonna lose your friend dog in the snow. That's me. Shoot. Just confirming. We're still on the right trail. Oh, he zigged. Oh, shoot, he may have zagged. Oh. I hope I'm not turned around. I kind of feel like... Oh, well, there wasn't a peeing spot before. Oh, no. I don't remember there being one. Okay, we definitely didn't start going up the side of the mountain. Okay, feels like we're still on the right track. Good. Are these all him? Nice. I think we're getting close. There he is. Perfect. David. You run faster than a dog. Doesn't it ever stop snowing up here? It shouldn't be much longer now. It looks like I must have dropped my backpack when I was... Oh, sorry. I must have dropped my bag back when I was brawling with that bear. You mean... I've lost my compass and my map. Oh, so we're gonna die up here.
Seriously?
You what? Now what are we gonna do? Well, I can teleport back to my house, David O'Reilly. I don't know about you. I don't know what you're gonna do. You seem like you're gonna die of exposure. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna teleport out now.
Yeah.
Pray.
Seriously?
Ugh.
Here, like this. Follow my lead, okay?
You really think you can stop a snowstorm by praying?
Just shut up and pray.
This is so ridiculous! Huh? It actually stopped.
Oh my God. Jesus confirmed.
Look, there's the mine. Our prayers must have reached the mothership. I mean, heaven.
Oh, are you an aliens person?
Quickly now.
Woman versus Mountain complete. And also it's Thursday. So that's great. And we can unlock a new campsite. Oh, it's all coming together. And there's a shrine. I feel like if we could move pan in more slowly. Perfect. This tunnel's dark as hell. Yes, I reckon it'll be hard to document any photo evidence in this condition. Do I need a flash? Hey, I thought you were a pro survivalist. Don't you have a flashlight or anything? It's lying at the bottom of that ravine right now, along with my compass.
Jeez.
Seriously, I thought you said luck was on our side. Or luck was on our side, if you prefer. We may be able to find a generator or two that's been left behind deeper inside the mine. Now, if we just had a way to actually get there... Sounds like it's time for Plan B. Plan B? The vet said he marked the correct route back when he first escaped from the mine. Oh my God. And here's a bandana that's drenched in his scent. Aha! You can use his scent to follow the correct path. That is sound. We can use his leavings to smash our way through the pitch-black labyrinth. I'll hang about here and wait for you to turn the lights on.
It's all about survival.
Don't lose hope. That's the most important part of being a true survivalist. I just hope I can survive an entire cavern's worth of ancient piss fumes. I mean, for real. Okay, so we know how to memorize the scent of a key item, but before we do... Naomi's gotta eat. We've been doing dog stuff all night. Let's unlock this campsite. I'm gonna eat a nice potato. But first, I need a proper thing to eat it on. Perfect.
Woo!
We'll just put this right here where it belongs. Good. Delicious.
I'm stuffed.
Also, let's have a salad. I never eat a salad. Will it make me healthy? A tiny bit. Alright, we'll have Naomi's random salad.
Woo!
Just put this salad on my eating surface. Can I put it right on his head? Oh my gosh. Please. No, it's got to be on his side, apparently. For reasons. I mean, that's still great. Okay. Delish.
I'm stuffed.
Let's also unlock this shrine and see if we can take a quest from it. Please. It's a shrine, but you feel no power coming from it. Activate the shrine. It's weird that you have to activate the shrines for £1. I don't know, it's fine. You got a new quest, Professional Eater.
Thanks, as always.
Nice, 80 free bucks, because we got a quest that we'd already completed. So we'll have to wait for that one to cool down, but you'll love to see it. Do I have anything that will stress me out less? I had tea before to de-stress. Sobered up. That's fine. Where's that, like, handkerchief? Did I put it in storage? That feels possible. Let's go look. Fortunately, we have the portable storage right here. Oh, man. Nope. Actually, can I put some of my other materials in here, maybe? Put all my diamonds in there. Well, just remember, diamonds are in storage. Okay, so wait, but hold on now. Where am I? Where's that bandana gone to? It's not in my inventory. Do I have like a separate quest inventory? This is troubling. Okay, am I just not seeing it and it's totally here and I'm dumb? No, it's not here. 70 out of 80. Shoot. Uh-huh. I didn't sell it somehow. Did I? No. There's got to be like a separate... Okay. Well. That's the second time we've needed to follow the smell of something and just didn't have it that we expected when we expected to. When encountered dog form, you can press L2 to activate animal vision and see in the dark. Use this to make your way through the mine. Oh, great. Okay, well, we'll assume that these question marks are the ones we want to follow. Uh-oh. Good. So that's an animal track, and this is the question mark track. Really, we only need to... Oh, there's electric crap. Aha, the secret way. Oh. Oh, it's him. Now we have his smell somehow. Okay, whatever, we figured it out. I guess we just knew his smell. Maybe we already learned it? That must be it. This place is kind of creepy. This feels like a Unity horror game kind of setting.
Damn. This mine is hella big.
Incorrect regional dialect, but that's okay.
Hello? Is anyone there? You tell me if this was a prank, right? I'm sick of wandering around this stupid haunted mine. I need to hurry up and finish this investigation so I can finally get out of here.
Follow the banana scent deep into the mine. Oh, yeah, mouse. Got him. Meow, meow, meow. Is there another one? Who else? Oh, hey, I can mine here. I guess it is a mine. That does make sense. Are they going to say don't do it if you're... Wait, what am I doing? I'll never be able to find my way through here without a guide.
Just pack it in. You won't make it.
Okay, but I was going to go... There's a place to mine. Fine, whatever, game. You be like that. Just be like that. I don't even care. Oh, did I find some treasure? It's another confidential document. Just the treasure I was after. Confidential. Subject, Operation Alfred. Maybe I was supposed to find one before. They said another. I haven't found... This is the first. Anyway. MI7 has experienced concerns, or expressed them, regarding cooperations with Lu. To address these concerns, planned utilization of the weapon in its current state is to be halted. Instead, we must understand it with our bodies and reinterpret it as our flesh and blood. Jack will be cast into Neptune as our first demonstration. Monday, 31 January, 1944. It is World War II stuff. Nope. MI7, what the hell is that? Enough with all the code names. Well, it's still a killer scoop, even if I can't understand it all. Troubling. What's all this? Weapons, ammo, uniforms, shovels, and rations? Some of those things. Looks like all these rations went bad over 75 years ago. Guess that means no snack.
Seriously?
There are documents in this thing. Wait, maybe, just maybe, I've finally hit the jackpot. Okay, we found these in the wrong order. Got it. Let's see here. Confidential. Subject. Operation Easter Egg. To gain tactical advantage through creation of a weapon based on Lu's spear. This weapon is to become the centerpiece of a new operation that will completely turn the tables of the war in our favor. Once successful, the Union Jack will fly high over the rooftops of Berlin. Continue to utilize the foul in order to maintain direct communications with Lu. Wednesday, 22 May, 1940. So this was written 4 years earlier. Lu, the god of light? Foul? This must be some kind of code. Based on the date, this must have been written during World War II. The plot thickens. No sheep. But let me be a woman. And let's ransack all these documents. I think I smell another scoop. Wonder what kind of evil secrets we'll uncover in this one. Confidential. Subject, Operation Wheel. The greatest weakness of the British Armed Forces is the undeniable lack of personnel. It is predicted that this problem will only manifest itself even further as the British Empire continues to weaken. In order to adequately prepare ourselves for the next war, we must create weapons that do not require human wielders. The Wicker Man, the new prototype of this holy weapon, must be finished as soon as possible at any cost. Oh my god, is there going to be a Wicker Man? Monday, 16 August, 1948. 1948? But the war was way over by then. What next war could they possibly be talking about? Oh, the Cold War. That's right, it never really ended. Humans just love their wars too much. Those crazy humans. You turned me back into a dog game. I didn't actually want to be a dog yet. I think oh wait, it's the same one.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, we can activate the thing more than once, but that's fine. Alright, so they're doing like wacky, spooky, occult weapons research here. Even post-war. It looks like any other mine from the outside, but there are weapons strewn all over the place. And these files. Hello, hello. Confidential documents galore. Confidential. Subject. Operation Lycanthrope. To train cooperating parties in the worship of Lu and utilize them in the creation of a new air force. to instill the ability to transform into a canine into each trainee, thus giving them a great advantage in the performance of espionage maneuvers. It is suggested that said new force be included in the Beast Hunt, which should serve to display their full capabilities. Friday, 10th October,
Seriously?
1941. This is some crazy shit, but who the hell were the cooperating parties? And what was the Beast Hunt? I guess it must have happened by October 1941. Ugh, if only I had my phone. If only. Okay. Should we be a dog? Should we go down in the mine like they clearly want us to? This is the way. Oh. Which way did he go? This way. Look out for the electricity. Do not get electro-dogged. Wait. But how? Do I gotta jump it as a cat?
Just pack it, you won't.
Okay, I'm not allowed to stop being a dog. I get it. Fine. So I guess... Oh, you cannot jump when you're in dog mode. When you're in dog vision. For some inane reason. Okay. That's fine. Ah, Soul Foundry redeemed today's featured hero clicks. Let's do it in just a sec. Let's get to the next little point here, and then we'll... Okay, this seems like a safe place. Let's just do it here. Boom! Yeah, today's featured hero clicks. So we've got this whole theme of transforming into animals in this game, obviously. Rangoette, hello! You're just in time for today's featured hero clicks. We're transforming into animals in this game, and so I thought I would send you, or I would show you a hero clicks of an animal. I don't know who this is supposed to be in Marvel or DC or wherever it's from, but here, let's go to it now. Boom! Today's featured hero clicks is Tippy Toe. As you can see, Tippy Toe is very small and a squirrel. They make a few hero clicks is squirrel. They make a few hero clicks that are way smaller than the others. Like if we compare her to like who's like a regular sized person, like Faramir, right? He's sending me the hero clicks. Like Faramir is like this big, right? And then this is like a pretty typical kind of a model size. And then they do this teeny little itty bitty squirrel. It's kind of funny. Just thought I would share that one because it's kind of a bit of a novelty because it's a little bit different. Anyway, Tippy Toes, crucially, is 25 points, which means still stronger than Alfred. She doesn't sound very powerful. Like I could just step on her. She's not super strong. Yeah, no, she's 25 points. She's on the weaker side. But yes, stronger than Alfred. In any case, she is 25 points, and Tippy Toe is also today's featured hero clicks. So now you know. Okay, what did you miss? Man, oh man, oh man. We went into the cave. We went up the mountain. We went into the mine on the mountain. And there are documents here detailing... Did I miss any big story revelations? Yes, sort of. Not really until literally just now. We found documents in here indicating that there was British research going on during World War II, but also afterward. We found documents from as late as 1948 talking about teaming up with the god Lu, L-U-G-H, or possibly Luff, I guess. Let's actually look that up. In order to make planes that don't need pilots and stuff. So there's some sketchy stuff going on. They're also making the Wicker Men, which are going to similarly be like maybe some kind of unmanned combatants. Alfred has access to the Batcave though, so he is very powerful. A god? A god, apparently. Let's look it up. Because I assume it's a real thing. Lu, God. Lu, Wikipedia. Okay. Lug, or Lug, modern Irish, Lu. Okay, Lu is probably the right way to say it. It's one of the most prominent gods in Irish mythology, a member of the... Okay, so he's an Irish god. There you go. Pan-Celtic god Lugus, and his Welsh counterpart is Lulagifs. He also has been equated with Mercury. So we having unmanned and like an actual Wicker Man? That seems like what they were trying to do. Yeah. They were also trying to turn their people into dogs, though. So possibly our ability to turn into a dog is also connected somehow to the god Lu. Also, I'm injured. Should we eat something to make ourselves feel better? Like a first aid kit? Wait, Irish? That's interesting. Yeah, they mentioned it was Celtic, yeah. Which I guess is sort of similar-y. Oh!
This must be the generator. How do I turn it on?
Boom! We got the lights on.
Okay, perfect.
This plot is insane.
All the lights should be on.
True. Yes, correct. We also redid our house, but that wasn't really the
Old
plot.
man's stringer's scent ends here.
But it's beautiful now.
Wait, is this it? A boring, empty room? God damn it!
Careful, that's dynamite!
Man! Shit, that was a close one. I almost blew myself to smithereens.
Could you imagine?
Can't be it, right? All that effort for a crummy box of dynamite? I haven't even seen any glowing moss yet. I must have missed something. Ah! What?
Oh, also we fought
What
a
was that
bear.
noise?
Our
Maybe
guide on the mountain
there's something
stabbed
up ahead?
the bear in the eye with a knife. That literally happened. Rangwat says they didn't look into the goat man who could time travel, though. He just had to tell us, lol. Yeah, no, the goat man who can time travel, it's fine. Oh, good, at least they're recycling. Here in the bunker of, crazy occult war secrets, they're recycling. She's a news reporter, but a room full of classified cabinets is boring? She was interested in the classified documents earlier, but yeah, for some reason they no longer seem to tickle her fancy as much. Oh, hello. I'll take that. Gotta check for solid snake. Damn, it won't budge. Oh, after all the crap I've been through, I'm not giving up here. No way. Can I be a cat and slide through the bars? I know. I can use that dynamite to blow this door to smithereens. That also probably works. I mean, you're underground in a series of tunnels. Maybe you don't want to use the unmaintained mines, unmaintained seemingly since the 40s, or the 50s maybe at the latest. You could use the dynamite. You could turn into a cat. You literally have the power to turn into a cat. You could do that. Or we could use the dynamite, the ancient dynamite, the 50 to 70-year-old dynamite to blow the door to smithereens. Let's do it. Let's do it. Rangoet says, I almost thought for a second we were going Metal Gear Solid with that box. And Trizo says, what a horrible plan. This seems incredibly dangerous. Gaming at the speed of light. Hey, Noodles, welcome. How'd you like, Flynn, Son of Crimson in the end? Wait, is it safe to blow something up in a place like this? No, it absolutely isn't, especially not with old dynamite. It was even 101%. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. This is an army stronghold after all. Kind of short. I read it was like maybe on How Long to Beat it was like 6 hours, I think. I'm sure they built it so they could withstand a bomb or two, right? No. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Damn, I'm smart. Okay, time to get busy.
Naomi, why are you so desperate to blow something up?
Naomi, you will be buried alive. Rangwat says, I got the swindle again, and it is fun. Hopefully we'll beat it this time.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Might as well give it a go.
Let's do it. All right, here goes. I just need to bring some dynamite over here. Naomi, this is... Carry the dynamite to the closed door and bust it open. Dynamite is delicate, though. You need to make sure you won't bump into anything, or it might end up blowing up on you. Treeswell says, doing a thing that gets professional athletes' fingers blown up. Sign me up. Okay, let's get these boxes out of the way. Goddamn boxes. So that they're not going to be in the way, because we don't want to bump into these and detonate ourselves, which is apparently a concern. But not that much of a concern, but a little bit of a concern. Because doesn't old dynamite, like, leak nitroglycerin, basically? Isn't it, like, super, super, super dangerous? I could be wrong. You know, says, I mean, by the end I was switching between weapons for every situation. The combat was fun. Oh, cool. I don't say bad things because it might discourage. Okay. Alright, I got you. I don't say, you were not saying the bad things, right. That seems good. We just have the 2 weapons right now. Okay, here we go. Naomi, Jesus, just be careful. Good God. Oh, never mind, it's only dynamite. Does dynamite explode when hitting stuff? I thought it had to be lit. Well, this dynamite will have leaked. I mean, that's the reason you make dynamite instead of using nitroglycerin, is that it's more stable. I believe, citation needed, as always. If you're handling explosives, don't do it based on information that you receive in the stream. But I believe that old dynamite will, like, seep out the nitroglycerin, and then, yes, if you like, you would want to be very, 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 very careful with it. If there was dynamite that was, say, 70 years old, for instance, you wouldn't want to, like, kick a big box of it. Oh, Trees Roll, thank you for the sub. So damn heavy. Only 2 more. Naomi, that is plenty of dynamite for that door. Ranguat says, I see. I don't think I would kick a stick of dynamite anyway, though. If it was me, if I didn't have a really good reason to, I would probably forego it. Ranguat says, I like how Piotr has got, like, way more serious for this part of the game, lol. Trees Roll says, but it's a fortress. Oh, so maybe the... Uh-oh. Well, we had to see it once. You need lots of dynamite. I guess so. Noodle says, I looked it up. Dynamite gets more unstable the older it gets. Okay, checks out. What the fuck? How much do you need? That's like 4 whole packs of it. Naomi says, yeah, that definitely could happen if I'm not careful. Life's a bitch sometimes. We're doing the old Prince of Persia thing, where he's like, no, wait, that's not quite how it went every time you die. But it's only a possibility. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Shouldn't
Full
you
speed
be breaking
ahead.
it by now? Well,
okay, so that didn't game over us. We actually have a side quest to game over a certain amount of times, but I've only been able to do it once. Soul Foundry, today I learned I age like dynamite. More unstable as you get older, checks out.
you really want to head back out of the... If you leave now...
Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, game. My bad. Okay. Let's just set this down. Easy. Don't touch anything. So this is like playing Operation a bit, right? It's just crucial to not touch the sides. Okay, one more, as long as my arms don't fall off. I guess it's heavy, too? I don't really have a frame of reference for how heavy dynamite is. I've never, like, held a stick of dynamite. In my mind, it's like holding a carrot. Like, that's kind of the amount of heft that I'm expecting. But it seems like that could be incorrect. Surprised they let us keep one there. Yeah, it was nice that it didn't reset us. This game is so easygoing on some things and so absolutely punishing on others. It's truly all over the place. That makes 3. That's gotta be enough. Naomi, you are gonna bring this whole place down. Okay, this should be enough. Also, there's dynamite, like, in the other room. Do you want to move that? It's fine. Fire in the hole!
Yeah,
Come on, you can do it! Rango, it's seriously though, like, you really need 3 boxes each of 4 stacks? Yeah. Ugh, all the moisture in here must have gotten to them. I was looking forward to some fireworks, too. I'm sorry, so the dynamite works to blow me up, but not to... Well, it didn't really, though, right? We just imagined it. But it still managed to open the door, so I guess I shouldn't complain. Noodle says, nitroglycerin is no joke. My genius plan worked!
I don't know what to say anymore. At least you're not hurt, I guess.
Yeah, nitroglycerin, don't fool around. A bottle that can blow an entire shed to literal dust. Sounds about right. My back hurts. I got a backache now? A lumbago? My back is killing me. I can't exert any strength. I should have taken better care of myself. Oh my god, we got all these doctor problems. But I have a quest to get a headache treated, but that's like the one thing that hasn't happened. I've had a cold this entire game because I don't know if you know this, but it never stops raining in England apparently. I have a toothache because we keep getting a toothache from eating nothing but potatoes, and now my back's killing me. I should have worn, well, Noodle says, there was one time a dude drank a bottle of nitroglycerin and died in the snow. That would super kill you, it sounds like. Yeah, I could see that. Carrying that dynamite took its toll. Yeah, geez, you gotta lift with your legs, Naomi. I was gonna say she should wear like a weightlifter's belt. What do they call those? You know the big belts. Authenticating user. Noodle says, a relative found him and put him in a shed with a stove on. Oh no. Potatoes gave you a toothache? I don't know if it was the potatoes. I don't know if it was just you get a toothache if you eat too much. I don't know if there's some secret toothbrushing mechanic that I just didn't stumble upon. No clue what makes your tooth have a toothache, but we get it all the time, and it's very punishing. It cuts your maximum hunger in half. Lil says that made the frozen nitroglycerin melt and explode, leaving nothing of the shed and the man, then a piece of a belt. Oh man. Please insert activator.
Seriously?
Activator, but I don't have one. Wait, maybe that's what the old vet gave me. The USB stick? It's worth a try. I feel like these computers predate USB by some decades, but sure. Just keep pressing it against the machine until you find a place to put it in. Rangwat says, Jesus. Yeah, that is pretty horrifying. Insert the weird device. Activator detected. Now activating. Initializing security check protocol. Noodle says, luckily pure nitroglycerin is too unstable to be used as weaponry. Well, that's one of the reasons that, the Nobel Prize guy, right? Is the person who invented dynamite, right? And maybe regretted it because it made it more viable as a weapon. I don't know. Massive citation needed too. I don't know about explosives or history. Preparing trivia. Who ruled in the age of Jack and the Beanstalk? We learned this. It was Alfred. They taught us this on the way up. So while we were in the mountains, we saw various like murals. Our guide on the mountain told us a little bit of history. So that's what they're giving us trivia on now. Rangwat says, yeah, now instead we have chemical warfare of weapons that can melt flesh. Yeah, I mean, that is much worse. Authorization has been authenticated.
Oh, jeez.
Who uses trivia as a security measure? Authorized user may access Jack and Go 891. All right. Weird seed. We got a seed? A seed unlike any I've seen before. I'm at a loss here. Maybe I should just ask someone smart if they know what to do with it. No, just plant it at the house. Please plant it in the center of Stonehenge. Rangwat says, you mean the age it was set in or the time it was written? The age it was set in. They said we saw a mural that said King Alfred was the same time as Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh no, we're going into the clouds. Oh yeah. Stonehenge, but I haven't seen anything like that around here. Yet.
What the hell is with this place? Every time I find something, it only creates more questions.
What could it mean? Oh!
Hey! I saw you just now. Don't even act like there's no one here.
Good, there's a spooky man.
Damn it, stop hiding and show yourself, coward.
Ah! It's aliens. Oh, are we going to that second underground Stonehenge, aren't we? Oh yeah, I think so.
Wait up, asshole!
I mean, is this a good idea? With my injured back? What does injured back actually do? I can't exert any strength. It hasn't reduced my maximum carrying capacity, which is what I expected. Rangwat says, yes, Naomi, it's called masterpiece writing. Oh, yeah. And now we got the Sugar Plum Fairies song? It's excellent. Isn't that what this is? Is this not the Nutcracker? Not super Englishy, but that's okay. Oh, it's over. Sorry, let's go jam to that a tiny bit more. Just take a moment. Okay, here we go. This song feels so bizarre for aliens, lol. It feels very Christmassy to me, yeah. What are you doing? We just needed to jam to it for a bit. Oh, I gotta be a cat or a dog or something. Oh, I can go mining over here. Rainbow says, when I think secret occult military base with an alien in it, I think Christmas nutcrackers. Definitely. Oh, we found a diamond. It was worth it. Be a cat again. Uh-oh. Now that I've learned they reward me for going off the track. Whoop. This has opened a whole can of worms. If we find aluminum, though, that would be a game changer. We need so much aluminum to make the jorts. Hee 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 hee. There's a mouse here, too? Got him. Oh, look at all these places to mine. This is great. What do we got? Some stone. I guess it is a mine. Even if the mine was like a cover for a secret military installation, it's still also a mine. We got a large diamond. That's worth 180 bucks. That's great. Or quid, if you will. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, no! Oh, I'm dead! Stick a fork in me! No. What is the penalty? Okay, we're fine. Yeah, that definitely could happen if I'm not careful.
That's it.
Alright, they're not kicking me all the way out. That's good. Does these count towards my game overs? Quest? I've had 2. Unclear. What is that death quote? Oh, I missed it. Wait. What room is this? Did they put us ahead of where we were? That's a quest? Why? I don't know. It's a side quest. So when we go to the shrines, right, they give us weird little side quests. They'll be like, you know, harvest this many plants, or I don't know, cook this many pieces of food or whatever. And one of them gave us get that many game overs. Oh, she said stick a fork in me. Oh yeah, that's stick a fork in me, I'm done. I think because she's been cooked by the electricity. But the phrase is stick a fork in me, I'm done. I guess it's a reference to potatoes? I don't know. Or no. What do you stick a fork into? Chicken, maybe? I don't cook enough to know. Bread? Maybe it's bread. Or a cake? It's a baked good. I feel like we're closing in on this. Final answer, brownies. Let's find out. We need to know. We are going to Microsoft Edge real quick. Gonna take a moment. We gotta find the origin of this phrase. Origin of stick a fork in it. The origin of stick a fork in it. The origin of the phrase might have come from the practice of sticking a fork in meat that is in the process of cooking. People do this in order to check whether the meat is finished cooking and is ready to eat. After the expression is common for the words, something personal pronoun is done to follow. Rainbow says, also in Minecraft I have to rewrite Great Expectations again because I lost the book? Oh no! Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, but why is she saying it when dying? I guess because she's done. I think because she's been cooked by the electricity. That's my read, but it is a bit weird. It's not in any way a normal thing to say, but that is what I infer it to mean in this context. Rainbow says, I was halfway through writing the chapter. Oh, dang. Writing in Minecraft books. Always a good time. Careful. She's dead. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Okay, does this ping up my game overs?
That's it now.
No. Okay, let's not do it again. Let's not worry about mining. We're not getting anything amazing here either. I thought maybe we would get like minerals that we weren't getting anywhere else or anything or something, but we're not. So let's just follow the path. Rangoet says, I also have a second hidden treasure in the realm, or should I say, Wilson does. Oh my god. Hidden treasures. Perfect for evading taxes and delighting your friends who stumble upon them. The door's open now. Footprints, and they're glowing. There's no mistaking it. Those footprints are the same ones I saw by the river where Elizabeth was murdered. Is this our killer? I don't care if you're with the army, with some ancient god, or whether you're some random freak. You'll never outrun Naomi Hayward. Rangoet says it's a treasure hunt based around mining sites. Ooh. Be a cat. Because also I want animal vision so I can see in the dark. Because it's getting pretty dark over here. We can still see, but it's dark. Maybe this was unnecessary. Did she mention she saw the footprints there before? She saw them at the crime scene. It's the reason that we're here. Because we heard there was some connection between, I can't remember, the glowing footprints we thought were some glowing moss. And maybe that same moss was in the mountains or something. That's why we're here. What the hell? Holy crap, where am I? Second Stonehenge. Oh, the Sakura blossoms. Which totally belong in this part of the world. Perfect! Wow, cherry blossoms as far as the eye can see. Wait. Now's not the time for that. I need to keep running. Is this some kind of a delusion? The world's oldest computer complete. Out-of-place artifact. Is something messing with my mind? Oh. There's a campsite here. That's very weird. Well, let's sleep for 9 hours. Yeah. That's right. It's Friday. I'm sleeping. Now this is much more atmospheric. We also just, sorry, real quick, eat a potato.
Woo!
Also on a salad. We're like trying to pursue this occult creature. But it's like, wait, but first, let me just cook a whole meal, sleep for 9 hours.
I'm stuffed.
This is what you should do on any chase. It's true. Rough bark. I keep hoping that we'll find like special stuff here, but no. Oh, look. Oh, that animal disappeared. Should we be the dog? We should probably be the dog for this part. Show yourself. Eat the bark. The bark reminded me that we should be a dog. Oh, hey, there's a shrine up ahead. Some kind of a turkey or partridge. perhaps? More bark, delicious. Oh my god! It's the second Stonehenge and also a UFO. Warning, RAF Stonehenge. Oh, is this the one? Oh, this is the Stonehenge that the Royal Air Force uses. Okay. Well, there it is. We found it. What in the? Oh, it's voiced.
Am I dreaming?
A UFO on the second
Alright,
Stonehenge? Now with a beanstalk. Just a second.
If I'm asleep right now, this is one hell of a loopy nightmare.
Hey, kid! Are you Specs? Hattie or Bunny?
It's an alien. Show your face, and it's all effed up. Huh?
Hey, wait up, kid! Crap. I can't let this scoop get away.
Also the safety of a child, she meant to say.
Pretty sure I saw her raise the bunny up here. I don't have a friggin' bunny. Whatever. I'm trying it.
Oh, perfect.
Weight limit exceeded. Weight limit exceeded.
Ah! What the hell did you just say? If I got
Nice.
any slimmer, I'd float away on the breeze.
She is very skinny.
Naomi, that's only 'cause your debt-related stress has done a number on your appetite. Keep using junk food to relieve that stress, though, and, well,
That's
I'll
not
say
true.
no more.
I eat nothing but potatoes.
What I mean is, this problem isn't
salad.
going to be solved by taking off your shoes. You get me? Get that thinking cap on.
Cut to montage of Naomi working out, eating healthy, working with a personal trainer. No, probably I gotta turn into a cat, right? Remember, it says, fun fact, a U.S. place from Area 51 was an official UFO. Yes, aliens. No, it wasn't identified by international groups, so it was an unidentified flying object. Got it, right. Because UFO doesn't mean a plane. A U.S. plane from Area 51, right, was an official UFO. Because, yes, unidentified flying object doesn't really mean, yeah, extraterrestrial. Let's activate the shrine, and we'll see what quest it gives. I'm curious. The hottest buzz, already complete.
Thanks, as
Whatever it
always.
was. Oh, fulfill 5 hot words. We already did it. Nice. So that's just $80 free. Be a cat. Or plant a Jack and the Beanstalk bean. No. I know what this is. It's a scale, just like the one that's screwed up in the elevator. Warning, no fatties allowed. That's not nice. Remember, it looks cool too. Oh, those triangle pure black ones, the like stealth bombers. Those are cool looking. You've got some nerve.
Damn you!
Listen up, you hunk of junk. We humans love destroying shit. We've been burning down shrines, libraries, villages, everything since way before you were around. Please excuse my insolence. I apologize for any inconveniences I have caused. Please contact customer service support for further. Click.
Oh, jeez.
Coward. Okay, so the computer is not admitting us entrance into the UFO. It says anybody with a BMI above 25 shall not enter. Asshole UFO. Also, Naomi is pretty skinny as well. Agreed. Her legs are like breadsticks. It's ridiculous. I'm a cat now. Look, I weigh like 8 pounds tops. This has to be the right amount. I will plant a beanstalk. Stop. There's soil in the center of those stones. I wonder why. I wonder what we could do with the soil in the middle of the Stonehenge with the seed that they're supposed to plant in the Stonehenge. Wait, maybe this is a flower bed? A stone flower bed. This piece of junk back there did tell me to plant the seed. I don't know, Naomi. Seems like a stretch. Well, I guess I'm supposed to plant something here if I want to go any further. Ringwet says, went on holiday to London recently. The Natural History Museum is always majestic and interesting. Oh, the museums in London are good. I went to, a bunch of them when I was there. That would have been back in like 2008 or 2009, though. Let's plant a time cap. Plant my undies.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to put something in the ground, eh? Well, there's only one thing to do. Plant my undies. They gave me the option. I'm not going to not do it. I'm not going to not see what happens when we say plant my undies. After all, that's what French vintners do in order to test out their soil. Is that true? I think this is putting me off of French wine, potentially. They bury their undies in the ground, then dig them up a few days later. At least that's what someone told me. The amount of deterioration in the undies tells them tells them all they need to know about how fertile the soil is. Yeah, this'll be a cinch. Despite how I may look, I'm still a pro journalist. Wait, I didn't bring any spare undies. And why the hell would I ever change my undies in a place like this? No, stop. Calm down, Naomi. Okay, that was the wrong choice. We're not allowed to go commando, and we don't have any spares, so we're not planting the underwear, which of course is what we would have wanted to do. Plant a time capsule.
Yeah.
So they want me to put something in the ground, eh? Well, then there's only one thing to do. Prepare a time capsule. Dear me in 20 years. Have you gotten to the point yet where you're starting to miss the torture of drowning in debt in the middle of nowhere? I mean, you're already living the dream in the Big Apple right now. You're super rich. You've done it all. Your double Pulitzers are shining in the living room, right next to the George Polk Award that your publishing company won. Your amazing talent simply knows no bounds. I'm so proud of you. And so, in order to make sure you never forget your roots, I put my precious camera into this capsule. We super need that to finish the game. One look at it, and I'm sure it'll bring back all those memories of running around the countryside like a jackass. Geez, I knew I hated reality and everything, but come on! Get a grip, Naomi Hayward. You can do it! This puzzle is nothing! I don't know. I feel like we're out of good options here. Rangwet says, anyway, went to the Science Museum, and the World War II German plane was interesting. Near the end of the war, they made super fast small planes that would fly right up and then start going down shooting at all the planes below. Oh, interesting. So coming at it from another angle, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, this should work.
Seriously?
I threw the seed on the damn ground. What else do you want? It told me to plant the seed, but maybe this seed isn't the kind that grows into a flower. Why do these puzzles all have to be so stupidly vague? Well, okay, all done. The seed's in the ground. Now I just have to wait for the plant to grow. Yeah, how it works, right? Yeah, I guess I could try watering it a little too. Okay, all done. The seed's in the ground. Now I just have to wait for the plant to grow. Oh, you want me to... That's not right. That's not going to make the seed grow. I knew someone who had dogs, and they said wherever the girl dog peed, grass died. So I don't know about this, but okay. It was defense planes of what though? This will kill the seed. This will definitely kill the seed. But okay. I'll pee way over here just to be careful.
Huh? What the hell?
Of course. Oh, it's defense planes, of course. Got it.
I did hear that Brits love huge, crazy weapons. But this is something else.
Did you hear that? Where did you hear
How are
that?
these things even connected? A UFO, the British Army, and a giant? Someone didn't think this through.
I kind of feel like that too.
All I know is that there's no turning back now. And who knows what's waiting ahead? Aliens? Ghosts? Wicker men? Bring it, bitches.
Naomi, I love the attitude. Ah. Alright, I'm back in it. You know what? You've sold me. Why did this help? Can I climb this as a cat, maybe? Remember, says there were 2 Spitfires on display. Do you know what Spitfires are in the US? I do. I don't know if... Oh, that's the wrong button. I don't know if everybody... Probably people do. Yeah, I remember. I used to have a little toy Spitfire when I was a kid, is why I specifically remember them. We went to... there's an aerospace museum in San Diego where I grew up, and they sold like a toy in the gift shop. There was a little Spitfire. They're very iconic here in the UK, our famous most used planes. Yeah! I like the flip, jeez. Okay, meow meow meow. Climb up, climb up. Careful. This game's pretty weird, huh? Why are the cherry blossoms? Did we ever... Just because it would be interesting. Okay, that's a good reason. That's a good enough reason.
I'm taking more than a small step for mankind here. What in the... Why does
Small
this
step
all
for
seem
man,
so
right?
familiar?
Anyway, it's fine. It feels like when I played Minecraft Flat World.
Where the hell am I?
Oh, that texture. Hello, chicken. Museput says, "Okay, Naomi, calm down."
Mrs. Jasmine?
Oh yeah, Mrs. Jasmine, the
Okay,
chicken who
now
lays
I'm
golden
starting
eggs.
to get creeped out.
Remember from like the first stream?
Hey, kid! Damn it! Obey your elders, you damn brat! Think you can outrun me because I'm a city slicker? I go to the gym once every 3 months!
Naomi is clearly tripping, which is fine. Remember, says there's a horrific statue. Oh, okay. This is at the museum. In the medical section of a woman half open. Certainly educational and interesting to see so open on what we are, but it is gross and unsettling in a profound way. They did an exhibit like this in America for a while, where they had a lot of, you know, variously dissected and preserved bodies. The exhibit was called Bodies. That was somewhat popular and controversial. I wasn't a big fan of it. The Mrs. Jasmine-esque chickens that Simon... I did go with like a class or something, but I'm not a fan of... I don't know. I think that while that is potentially a good way to teach people about anatomy, it felt like having the real bodies was a gimmick, and it seemed in poor taste. Simon keeps lose. Okay, so the Miss Jasmine-esque chickens that Simon keeps tossing out seem kind of dangerous. You don't want to let them hit you. Dodge the chickens and catch Simon before he escapes. Neil says, yeah, she's going to be out of breath in about now. About now. Don't hit the chickens. Or whatever. This is very weird. I can't believe somebody conceived of this.
Ouch!
Who thought of this? Museput says, oh, thankfully all those bodies were donated with the consent of the individuals while they were alive. Okay, unlike almost any body that's in possession of a university's anthro department. That's good. That does actually make it better. Ringo says, yeah, I can see that stuff for, like, medical students. That stuff can be useful. Right, absolutely. Medical students do study, yeah, cadavers. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Do I lose? Yeah, that definitely could happen if I'm not careful.
Don't
Okay.
be a wor-
That was a game over. Basically. This is a soft game over. The game is like, you missed the chickens. Okay, it's a pattern. It's a pattern, Naomi. Do I just have to dodge the chickens? Oh no, there is a... I have to keep chasing her. Okay. Sometimes it's a pattern, sometimes it feels like they're tracking me, though. No, don't take a picture! Actually... Museput says, Penn is famous for not wanting to give remains back to indigenous tribes. Oh, yikes. Oh, I see. I see what you mean about the anthropology departments, right. So not like the medical schools. Yes. Yes. I guess this happens with mummies and stuff. Yeah. In other museums, too. In museums and stuff, too. Neil says, if you're lucky, your body won't be sold to the black market or tested for explosives. I guess. I don't really, personally. super care what happens to my remains, but I understand why other people would. I don't know what's happening. There's no basis for this to happen. For him to be a ghost. There's no reason.
Seriously?
Well, that's one way to make an entrance, David. I thought you said you were gonna wait for me. We are the... What swear word is that? We're the shit? But they say shit in this game, so it has to be a worse one than that, right? Maybe it's not supposed to be a swear word. Resistance is futile. Beastwood says, yeah, no, not cadavers, but basically any other body a university has for historic purposes is going to be from grave robbing of some kind. Sounds about right. Jeez. Ugh. It says buying Piotr Finger on the black market. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, like, when I'm dead, just, I mean, there's the, quote from It's Always Sunny, right? With, Danny DeVito, where his character just says, when I die, just throw me in the trash. I kind of feel that way. I don't know. Musement says, Lord knows there's plenty at our alma mater, lol. Yeah, that super checks out. Yeah, seems about right. Hey, Boy Scout. That's a funny joke and all, but it's also a really old one, and your text is garbled too. Ragbat says, I'm fine with public displays if it is in their will and warned to visitors, or if the body is of very particular note. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. His text is garbled, so he wasn't swearing.
Yeah.
We have been searching for a way to return to this place, but this host body was far too heavy. Soul Foundry says, I want to be turned into a coin-op animatronic thing that tells stories when I die. Like a Hall of Presidents type of deal. This says, I'd specifically state not to put my body in any of my alma maters. They all sucked. Seems like a fair thing. Any other school. Rigwat says, if I died, feed me to a lion or just bury me with no coffin. Ooh, sky burial. Turn me into a diamond. I heard that they do that. Yeah. You can get compressed into a diamond. Be set in some jewelry. 100 Hall of Presidents thing. Ah, perfect. I want to be the new Abraham Lincoln in the Hall of Presidents. I don't want to be me. I want to be a famous president. The weight limit was prevented us from returning to the mothership for many cycles. Okay, aliens confirmed.
Seriously?
Wait, this isn't a joke? You're actually a real alien? Naomi Hayward, you did well to make it this far. We congratulate you for creating a path that this feeble host could follow. You used me? Affirmative. We had absolutely no mission in your we had no interest in your mission to photograph this mine. Excuse me. Rangwet says, though, for bodies in unis, there's this one guy at university who wanted his body pickled in the uni, and it is. Good, I guess. Last wish is being respected. You only now think this is for real aliens? I was skeptical up until this point. No, yeah, agreed. It seemed pretty open and shut. Well, then the least you could do is pay me for my help. Feeble human, we no longer have any use for you. Oh.
Damn you!
Geez, it's also cliched. I can't even laugh at it. What the hell am I supposed to do now? They said the word host. They must have taken over David's body. This is bad. If I'm not careful, their host may end up dying along with them. Any last words? Well, Naomi, it's life and death, so I think just, you know, do whatever you have to do to end this alien man. Oh, yeah! Oh, no! Who is David? David's the guy who showed us the way up the mountain. It looks like aliens have taken over David's body and are trying to send him on a murderous rampage. As of now, you're the only one who can save him. There's no telling what kind of crazy powers those aliens have, but it's clear that they've given him some sort of superhuman ability. This won't be an easy fight, but if you keep a close eye on his movements, you're sure to find an opening. We're owning it right now. Wait, where'd he go? There's no lock-on system! The camera pans so slowly! Oh, I see. So he's invulnerable most of the time. Maybe? Oh no, we got him. This is epic. Don't worry about the fact that it's on a flat green field. Okay, I guess we gotta wait for the charge. That looks really good and is completely animated. Just as you would hope. Look out! Is this epic? Or is this... This actually does feel epic. Shoot, we're getting hurt. As a cat, IDK, it seems like you would be stronger to just IDK kick Naomi as a dog when human. Yeah, probably. Someone says, this is pretty epic. Oh yeah!
Shit!
Also a good reaction.
So cool back there.
Oh yeah, you did!
Imagine all the emojis that would have earned me. Why the hell didn't I take a selfie? I bet I could have racked up like 1,000,000 in 3 seconds. No! Goddamn stupid hellhole!
That cannot be your reaction to what just happened, Naomi. Are you alive? It's fine. Nino says, a dog would absolutely maul any small cat in a fight. Seems so, yeah. Are all those aliens out of your body now? Musepet says, that attention economy is a harsh mistress. Sorry about what happened back there. The kid? Wait, no, you're someone else. Who the hell are you? We are aliens. No, I mean, for real. Just trust us. We are what you would call, in your language, a collective fungal intelligence. Okay, but your fungal intelligence just fought me to the death. But perhaps the name Simon would be more comfortable for you. Sure. So how about some answers? The glowing moss is a part of us. Everything is Simon.
Seriously?
Get out of here. You mean Mrs. Jasmine's an alien too? False. The organism you call Mrs. Jasmine is merely a type of communication device. Mrs. Jasmine is the chicken. A chicken back in the village that lays golden eggs, which is merely a type of communication device. A way for us to communicate with the British Armed Forces. So kind of like carrier pigeons, but not. Birds have been messengers of gods ever since the ancient days of the Celts. If you fit their birds with mass storage devices, they'd outpace even your silly fiber optic internet. I've heard this before, that like if you want to send like a truly massive amount of data, the fastest way to do it might be to copy it all onto magnetic tape, put it in the back of a car, and drive it to where you need it to be. I've heard this said before. I don't know if that's still true, but supposedly that concept was the motivation for the original Netflix model, where they sent you DVDs in the mail back in the 2000s, back when they did that. But yeah, no, this game is it's just saying if you fit your birds with mass storage devices, they'd outpace even your silly fiber optic internet. Soulfinder says Elizabeth is a killer fungus? Maybe. Oh, and Ringoet said, also the Science Museum has a whole section on watchmakers. So did we know who Simon was? Simon is the fungus. No, we don't know. F faster than Lightbird.
Nope.
Okay, I think you're getting a little off topic here. Or maybe not. I'm confused. No, you are correct. We got off topic. We were operating protocol use trivia to lighten the mood. Was it successful? I think I'm gonna go now. Wait, it's been many cycles since we've had the chance to showcase our impressive knowledge of random trivia. Bye. You should all probably go back to outer space too. I love that Naomi doesn't want to be in this game. Ah, it's so good. No, wait. We'll just give you some of our moss, just a little.
Seriously?
Okay, sign me up. Gratitude. Honestly speaking, we're currently at an impasse on how best to continue. Until now, we had gone to great lengths to maintain constant communication with the primitives. Wow. We also sometimes utilize human bodies in order to better research the planet Earth.
Oh, jeez.
Like David and the kid? Affirmative. Okay, why do we have to fight David? But there is concern that perhaps we have let things get out of hand. Well, yeah, anyone could have told you that. Such is the nature of tradition. Tradition and momentum are two sides of the same coin. And so, an accident occurred that prevented us from returning to our mothership for many cycles. Desperate to return, we attempted to take advantage of a primitive, then attempted to exterminate her. Oh!
Seriously?
What, you were seriously trying to kill me back there? Affirmative. Why do you doubt us?
Damn you!
Assholes! Wait, did you kill Elizabeth too? We have no knowledge of that incident. Oh good, so we don't know. But, perhaps we have absorbed too much of your thought patterns. Why were you there? You lying fungus. You did the crime, fungus. You're gonna do the time. Are you trying to say your brains got contaminated from too much contact with human beings? Affirmative. We must recompile our collective thoughts. We will subsequently cease further fraternization with your kind for the immediate future. Farewell, Earthling. Regwat says Naomi is so obsessed with her story on the murder over a news story on alien fungus working with an occult British military. Yeah. No, my thermos.
Hold on! God damn it!
Why'd you steal my thermos? Because the joke was they thought the thermos is super high technology. They were like, this is incredible technology for keeping liquids warm. That's why they want the thermos.
There's a shrine here too? Didn't notice that before. Great. Just great. How the hell am I gonna write a report on this?
Several days later.
After waking up
That was
by
a
the
dickhead
river,
move.
Naomi
Seemingly
went to
so,
interrogate
yeah.
David and Emma. Asked about the glowing moss, David said, I found it while exploring and decided to research it a little.
Musepwit, we made it through the vacuum of space, but the tech for vacuum thermoses eludes us.
It was kind of
Indeed.
mesmerizing, like. But when questioned about Elizabeth's murder, he said, I definitely didn't do it, fully denying Naomi's suspicions. After that, Naomi asked Emma about Simon. My only friends are Clay and Charlotte, she answered. Needless to say, Naomi's interrogations didn't add up to much.
Maybe we could show people the giant Stonehenge.
Left at a seemingly dead end, she went to seek wisdom from Rudman White.
I don't remember.
David was detained at the White residence until
Oh, okay.
suspicions could be cleared.
Rudman White is the rich guy.
While Emma
Who
was
had the
placed
murder
under
weapon in his
supervision,
house.
just in case. Finally, the glowing moss discovered in the UFO was stored inside the safe at the town hall as important evidence.
Naomi was
But
high.
Naomi
Confirmed.
kept the moss she'd found and sent some to the lab in New York for analysis.
Yeah.
Finally, time to check my mail. Wonder what Lucy had to say about this one. You know what? There's gonna be one more big quest, right? I thought this was gonna tie everything together, but I bet there's gonna be one more quest line. Why is it always so damn slow? I hope it's one more. I hope it's not 3 more. Cause game... I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Finally, time to check my mail. Wonder what Lucy had to say about this one. Let me just, before we do that... Oh, nope, I have no choice. Okay, the glowing moss or the RAF secret? Let's start with the glowing moss. Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. Congratulations on all the monumental progress you made. Oh, I can show you guys my house in just a second. The new house is a million times better than the old house. And the new garden, too. Unfortunately, I do have bad news for you. After analyzing the glowing moss in the lab, Dr. Anderson was only able to conclude that it was a new type of peat moss. He also added that the theory you detailed in your report regarding how this moss was actually part of an intelligent alien life form was utterly impossible. Of course, I think it's still amazing that you were able to discover a new type of moss. That is kinda cool. I would love to discover moss. Day after day, our researchers engage in heated discussions about what to name this new specimen. It's just unfortunate that this discovery is a bit too plain to be called a real scoop, and has absolutely nothing to do with the secrets of Rainy Woods. Morning Bell News isn't an academic journal after all. Next, regarding the UFO. Unfortunately, we weren't able to locate anything like what you mentioned in your report after inspecting the area with satellite photography. Your photos were very intriguing, but unfortunately we're far past the age in which attention could be grabbed through headlines like, UFO sighting, photos inside. Some of our medical staff members are worried that you may have hallucinated due to allowing your body temperature to drop too low. We recommend you ask the nearest doctor for a checkup, just in case. And please feel free to invoice us for the medical fees. That's nice. Do let us know if it turns out you need actual medical treatment. P.S. Personally, I thought the UFO photos were terrific, but they probably would have looked a bit realer if you'd blurred them a little. Yours were simply too clear, so the CG enhancements were just too noticeable. One of my editor friends is working on a Yeti special for next month, so let me know if you can hobble together any photos that fit that theme. With a nice pretty snowscape in the background, of course. She thinks they're fake. Sylvander says, yeah, enjoying this game, but are we close to the end, we think? Didn't someone suggest a new Sunday chill game? This? Yeah, we are hopefully closing in at the end. What time is it now? 8:30? I was hoping we might see the end today. If we don't, we're going to have to make a hard call about whether to do it another day. Rangwet says, oh, we've found more blood from a different person at the crime scene. An amulet owned by Lord Dick placed on the corpse, and the trees in the crime scene photo are different than reality. The UFO did fly away. True, so we don't have that to prove our story. We had our investigative team look through your report at the photos of RAF Stonehenge. We also looked into whether or not there's ever been a research project completed on Jack and the Beanstalk. In the end, we were unable to find any records of any such project or base. Of course, it could just be a well-kept secret, which is why we found nothing of the sort written in any public documents. We pulled 3 documents, though. But our team's residing expert in British and military studies went out of the way to do some extra personal research and had this to say. I've done my best, but there is no historical evidence to suggest that such a thing ever existed. Yes, I know about Operation Blue Peacock, but this is just taking things way too far. Still, it is true that we have found traces of secret military army bases in the mountains, and, secret British army bases in the mountains and surrounding areas around Rainy Woods, but currently our most popular theory is that those were all created as a joke, or perhaps to incite more local tourism, by one of the locals, and most likely by someone who knows their stuff when it comes to military affairs. These are very touchy subjects to deal with. People end up taking pictures of them because they're so interesting, and sometimes end up getting sued by the original creators for copyright infringement. P.S. Speaking of Operation Blue Peacock, sorry, you know who just walked by and yelled, writing personal messages like that doesn't count as overtime. Go home already. You should be able to find more about Operation Blue Peacock if you Google it or use Bing. So check it out when you get a chance. Bye. Great. But the Beanstalk? Yeah, Beanstalk we should be able to do. Can't we just give them directions? Seemed like it would work.
What's up, Naomi?
What scam did we pull this time? Wait a second, they sued you for the lies they made? I guess it could happen? A new type of peat moss? A new type of peat moss? Even if they're right, I know a ton of rich old farts who don't give a flying crap about scientific results. If I sell this glowing moss to them along with my UFO photos...
Are you thinking about using the glowing moss for personal gain?
Oh, yeah. Ha, stupid aliens. All I had to do was pout a little and bam! Oh, please, take some of our magical moss. Now I can hit up one of my expert pals and cultivate some more of this stuff.
Yeah, baby!
I did it! I finally found my own personal money tree.
What?
Money tree? Hewley? Oh no, this is the debt collector, right? Oh my god, it's him. If there's any truth to that, Morning Bell News will need to take over that little operation of yours. And even if it isn't true, that sample still belongs to them.
Seriously?
What? According to your contract, Morning Bell owns the rights to all results and property yielded from this job. Therefore, that peat moss also belongs to Morning Bell. No!
Damn you!
God damn it, you greedy pigs! After climbing the Beanstalk, Jack learned that treasure is only worth gaining if it requires effort. But what about Naomi Hayward? What did she learn from climbing her Beanstalk? I truly don't know. Aliens?
Damn you!
Jack can kiss my lily white ass. He probably only said that because he wanted to look good. I nearly killed myself on that goddamn mountain. Give me it back! Give me back my moss, you evil hellspawn! Rego says, I mean, as well as the Beanstalk, we have the cherry blossom trees. Also shouldn't be there, yeah. What's the tattoo on the back of Hugh's head say? I heart NY? Oh, I forget. We saw it before. I can't remember, though. Oh, so let me show you the house. Let me just show you real quick. You gotta see this place. Oh no. What have I done? It's him. He was frozen in a block of ice! Redwet says, this is a man who works for some likely rich kid who got his position from his rich parents. Lobster! Klatu Barada Yabba Dabba Dambala. What am I? Is Klatu Barada Nichtu?
Hey, what's your game?
Hey, knock it off! What the hell are you chanting? A spell to revive you. It's just so short that I always have trouble remembering how it goes. Are you nuts? You need to take that picture. You need to take a picture of that shit and upload it to the cloud, or who knows what could happen. But knowing a yuppie like you'd probably accidentally delete the data even after it's up on the cloud.
Jeez.
Shows how much you know. They don't even have smartphones when they invented this spell. You ever stop talking smack? You know what? Fine, yuppie. I admit it. You won this one. How mature of you. I may be immortal, but I still wasn't prepared for what I saw up there. Frickin' snowstorms, no joke, sister. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I am sure sorry I didn't heed your warning. Whatever. Now, enough about that. I heard the news, or at least the news that you failed to bring back anything newsworthy. All you managed to do is stir up hubbub around a new breed of peat moss. You brainiacs are all the same.
You.
Shut up, it's still something new, and I found it all by myself. Frozen, what happened to him? Oh man, he went up on the mountain, and all by himself, when we warned him not to, without any protective gear, and he was frozen in a block of ice, and we saw him. Okay. Now my name will go down in biological history. Well, good for you, Miss Fancy Schmancy Scientist. But I'm a real journalist, and that's where I want to leave my big fat mark. Later, yuppie.
Lobster!
Lobster!
Goddamn hellhole.
I swear, I'm gonna shock the entire world with this town's secrets if it's the last thing I do. Okay, we gotta do the epilogue, but before we do, I gotta show you the house. We might also go to sleep, because all these people are gonna go back in their houses in like an hour. Bam! So we got this new garden with a gazebo, obviously. We already ran through this. But then my house, I upgraded it to a little Tudor house. You can go inside, and it's got all the same stuff, but more fancy. Yeah, you got the kitchen. You can have a little snack in here. We got all this copper cookware. Got all these little things above the mantelpiece. Some people like that. A little sheep stuffed animal. Here's the computer room. It got a better PC, if you'll believe it. Let's see how our social media is doing. Okay, the picture of our new house is very popular. The picture of the knight and the dog, even though I think it's a fantastic picture, or the knight and the sheep, has not been done. So a fancy house now. Are we still in debt? We gave the knight the materials and he built it for us. Yeah, but we're still hugely in debt. Let's get rid of this picture, even though I think this one's rad too. And we'll put up a new photo. That'll be this terrifying image. No, not delete. Upload. We'll see how it does. We could... Oh, the doctors can close. So you can also go upstairs, but here's the deal. There's nothing upstairs. These doors don't open. This is nothing. There's another sheep. Ah, I see. Well, we could sell this house for lots. Oh, definitely. This place is great. I guess if it's out in the countryside, though, maybe nobody wants to live here in Rainy Woods. That image is evidence. That's what we do with evidence. We put it on social media. Here's what says, damn, an empty lot and building from scratch. You're looking at $500,000 US these days in land and construction costs. Oh, man. Well, they gave us the lot for free. They were like, when we first got here, they were like, oh, you should have this free house. Oh, it's 7 a.m., not 7 p.m. Derp, 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 derp. No, don't plant something. Have a tomato. Countryside houses sell for a lot, especially next to a mountain. True. But there were like empty houses out here, right? When we first moved here, they were like, nobody wants to live here. Have one of the houses. So it seems like property, you know, the house market here is not doing great. In the town of Rainy Woods. For unspecified reasons.
Yeah, baby!
This is hygienic.
Hey,
Yo, Rockstar. Oh, if it isn't that photographer. Musement says, wish that were the case here. We're a summer community, so plenty of empty houses for 8 months of the year and nothing for sale ever, lol. Oh, man, that does happen, yeah. On, like, you know, places people only go to on the, places where people have summer homes. Same on, like, Nantucket and stuff, yeah. Hard to be a local. Is a lot of stuff closed in the winter, too? Rangwatz is still, we gotta move out to New York anyway, so put it up for rent. Holiday house for others to stay, on sale or something. You're right, we could do something with it. I don't think that's a mechanic in this game, though. Hey, about David, I don't really know how to put this, but he didn't do it. He acts like a tough guy, but deep down, he's a big softy. We couldn't even kill bugs when he couldn't even kill bugs when he was a weein'. He used to piss the bed too, but then he got into mountain climbing and everything changed. He started hunting rabbits, deer. He could even put them out of their misery if need be. But deep down, he's still the crybaby he's always been. You're saying murder just isn't in him, huh? Kind of insulting way to describe how much you trust someone. Is it? To be fair, if he did actually do it, I reckon he'd still keep bleating that he'd never. So I'm just gonna trust him anyway, 'cause he's my brother. Fair. Well, aren't you a sweet older sister? Being in a family's like being in a band. Sometimes they split up, spouting creative differences or whatever. But they're still gonna trust each other, you know? What happens on tour stays on tour, like. Rangwat says Orph Naomi was actually, turning into low-priced housing. Otherwise, how the fuck is anyone ever gonna rock? You're so cool, I think I'm in love. Well, go on and get yourself a drink then, and make sure it's a good expensive one. You and your brother both really know who you are. Oh, if Naomi was actually good, turn it into low-priced housing, right. Muse put, Vacationland was a stupid decision for marketing the state. And yeah, things are pretty quiet once November rolls around. Just lobstering at that point. But nothing much to do socially at all. Oof. It's a bummer. This dog icon's for the trash cans outside, right? Yeah. Okay, we need to talk to David O'Reilly, Benedict McCauley, and some other people. Maine's having some of the fastest acceleration in housing prices, rent or own, across the entire U.S.? Oh, man. Is Naomi lesbian? We don't know. It has not been specified either way. Can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, baby!
Got him! Is this the rich man? Hello. Right, she... Oh, there's David.
Hey!
Yo, Boy Scout, how's it going? So did they just put everybody in house arrest in this big fancy mansion? Raymond says it was just the comments to the bartender. Right.
Hello there.
Pretty well, thank you. I find them, ambiguous, though. I think you could also read that as just she's saying that she really admires her. But, I don't know. Newsput says faster than NYC or Boston, so after this summer, looking to maybe move to the city for the off-season. Oh, fun! If I'm going to be paying the same to live on an island with no services throughout the winter. Honestly, fair enough, yeah. Rangwat says, also guys, say goodbye to Wool Machine. Why? I love Wool Machine. Oh, I figured an outdoor nut like you would be tearing his hair out by now. So I looked up some articles on mountain accidents and printed them out for you. That's a bit of a strange way to be considerate, but thanks. Hey, just let me ask you one more question. You didn't kill Elizabeth, right? Watch his face.
Yeah.
He said yeah! He said yeah! Oh, he didn't... You didn't kill her. Yeah. I didn't. Okay, no. I consider her a friend. I didn't kill her. End of game. No way. I think...
Seriously?
Oh, he says, oh, I didn't, I think. Whoa, what? I'm scared. Just scared out of my mind. I didn't do it, I swear, but now I'm starting to lose confidence. Oh my god. They're leaning on him for a confession. Maybe I really did do it. I don't remember anything, but maybe these hands... Maybe if I just gave up and said, yes, I did it, then I wouldn't have to keep feeling like this.
Nope.
Generic voice acting of yeah sounds off. You owe me, but I also owe you. If it wasn't for you, I would be stewing in a bear's stomach right now. True. And even though the aliens may have been controlling you then, you did still try to kill me. So let me give you a warning. Just sit back and imagine what your sister would say if she saw you right now. She'd probably call me a crybaby for starters. And then she'd say, you didn't do it because you said you didn't, right? She always knows how to get me to quiet down. Whatever you do, you can't make a false confession just to try and end all this. If you do, you'll only end up hurting Elizabeth the most, followed closely by your own sister. Okay, I'll remember that. Also yourself. Sorry.
Jeez.
I'm counting on you, crybaby. Who is this man? That's David. He's the guy who showed us up the mountain. He's the guy that we fought before. The other guy is a guard at the house from the previous mission.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Oh, it's the preacher.
Hey,
Yo, Vicar, nursing the old bottle again?
Welcome.
Oh, my
to the
lost
house.
lamb. And he showed us up the mountain. That's correct. He is the guy who showed us up the mountain, and then he was possessed by the fungus alien. Right. You saw him before. Yes, I continue to imbibe.
Jeez.
You sure this is really the best time to be hammering him down? You can count on one hand the amount of times in which it truly is not the best time to drink. Bad advice. I should have known better than to question an alky. You have done nothing wrong, Miss Hayward. So far, this game has nice music. That's true. Musewit says, when isn't the best time to be hammering them down? You have absolutely not a shred of reason to feel guilty about anything. Is that a sorry, I'm dumb. Is that like a sarcasm sign, the S with the slash? Raymond says, I didn't see him show us up the mountain, I think. Oh, okay. You have absolutely not a shred of reason to feel guilty about anything. Hey. And yet you still feel blue in a corner of your heart. You feel like you have held a little responsibility. Yeah, tone indicator. Okay, good to know. A little responsibility for Emma being put on probation. Like perhaps there is something more you could have done. Wondering if you really did your very best. Listen very carefully to me, my lost lamb. Humans always do their best. Every single day. Your accomplishments are always the result of your working as hard as you can manage. And besides, probation is nothing to worry about. After all, are we not under probation in the eyes of our Lord and Savior?
Nope.
Fine, I give up. You already went and answered all the questions I was going to ask you. A vicar is not more than a shepherd. Now a toast to we weak and drunken few. Cheers. With the glass of wine that I carry everywhere. Why are we questioning the alcoholic old man? He was connected to the mission. I can't remember exactly what he told us, but he's the vicar. Museput says, people make fun of them for being an SJW thing, but they can help immensely in Twitch chat. Agreed, to be honest. In Hassan Piker's chat, the community was joking about how emotes on Twitch and in general are just fancy tone indicators, i.e. the kappa for sarcasm or trolling, often. That's true. Wait, I did the wrong thing. Asterisk or quotation marks feel weird to make fun of. Are people making fun of those? Asterisks to me is also like role-playing though, right? Like if I'm like asterisks nods head, then you, right? I could be wrong. Maybe I'm from the wrong era of the internet. Salome.
hey.
Hey, Mrs. Macaulay.
How do you do?
Oh, Naomi, you look well. Museput implied that. Museput says people make fun of the tone indicator, the S with the slash, for being an SJW thing, but they come immensely helpful in Twitch chat. Anyway, shouldn't we have questioned the goat man, not the drunk guy? Well, the goat man was from the previous mission. Also, Salome disappeared while I was looking away. Where did she leave? Did she walk away? I was looking at chat. I don't think that Museput meant any offense by it, Rangoet. I can't complain. I can't complain. I wanted to talk to you about Emma if you've got a moment. Oh, an interview? How lovely. Let me just talk to this empty bench. Well, yeah, I guess. Something like that. Something like that. Honestly, I'm just concerned. I think meant words spelt with asterisks on both sides. Museput says tone indicators are often used by autistic people to clarify meaning in text on Twitter and such, and assholes make fun of them for it. That was the tone that I got from what you were... Yeah, that was what it sounded like you were implying. That when you say people make fun of them for being an SJW thing, my read was that those people are implied to be dicks. Yeah. Raymond says, no, he wasn't. I thought he implied others do. Okay. Salome says, I'm happy to help as best I can. What would you like to know? Oh, but nothing too personal, if you don't mind. Why don't I say poo-poo if I don't feel comfortable answering? I tried this with the police once. They sat me down for interrogation, and I said, why don't I just say poo-poo if I don't feel comfortable answering one of your questions? They really went for it. They liked it.
I agree.
That way you can start out by asking me whatever you like. I actually don't even have any real questions. Never talked to the police. I just feel like Emma got wrapped up without a lawyer. I just feel like Emma got wrapped up in this whole case by accident. That's all I wanted to say. Oh my, well, that is a surprise. That's so weird that she's gone. You're a journalist, and yet here you are telling me something instead of asking questions. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. Emma and I both believe she was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. But is that simply because you love your granddaughter?
I agree.
Oh dear, well of course I love my granddaughter dearly. It's a grandmother's job to trust her grandchild and spoil them whenever possible, isn't it? Well, now that I think about it, my grandmother spoiled me like crazy too. Exactly. But if I were Emma's grandmother, I would have to make sure I scolded her at the proper times. Not only is that one way for a mother to show her love, it's also any mother's responsibility. Which is why grandmothers were put on Earth, to spoil their grandchildren absolutely rotten. She needs to create a safe space where her little grandchildren can find relief when they need it. That's all a grandmother needs to do. And there's no need to worry about over-spoiling a grandchild. Grandmothers usually pop their clogs long before it gets to that stage anyway. That's a fun euphemism for a kick in the bucket. You know, pop their clogs. Never heard that one. Huh. Oh, I had trouble forcing out a laugh on that one. Gotta love morbid British sarcasm. Boom, we've completed this quest. Show me who the killer is. Oh, someone texted me. The killer is so-and-so. And then the game's over. I would be perfectly comfortable with that at this point. Wait, no, I can't get texts out here. This is the second time that's happened. Getting a weird feeling. Is this some kind of omen? I better head home and check my mail right away.
You want to check your email? Normally, you'll do anything to dodge the bills and deadline chasers. But it does seem like a very special email has arrived. And with it, maybe the climax to our little story, too.
Tell us who the killer... I would love this game. I would welcome you just telling me in text what happened. Catastrophe! Point. Is this game going to mercy kill its own story? What do you mean? She always checks her emails, storyteller. Agreed. Not super accurate to our playthrough. Okay, meow, 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 meow. Let's go. Hee hee, be a cat on a wall. And in we go. Is this gonna be the end of the game? No way. There's gonna be like one more quest line, right? I kind of am ready for it to be done, but there's no way that we've gathered the evidence that we need to finish this story. Raybo says, I wonder what the pitch and original idea for this game was. It is baffling. Yeah, I don't know. It really feels like they threw everything at the wall. And instead of like throwing everything at the wall and see what sticks, they just threw everything at the wall and used the whole wall. So damn slow. I'm getting a really bad feeling here. Must be some new job request or something. Oh my god, E. Warning, easy come, easy go. Dear Miss Hayward, it's me, E. They feel like they just made it up as they went. Kind of feels that way too. An uninvited guest will arrive soon. Beware them. I don't know whether you'll give this mail a proper reading or not, and I don't have the power to influence you into doing so, but just let me say this. Good or life? The choice is up to you. Oh my god, it's the name of the game. The science team is coming! Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. There's been a very sudden development that has changed things in a very big way. I wouldn't use the word very twice in that sentence, but that's just me. After completing the analyses of the 3 samples you sent us, Cortana's Edge, the Glowing Moss, and the Vampire's Blood, Dr. Anderson suddenly said that he needed to perform some field work. We're currently waiting for our CEO to respond, but it seems like everything else has been finalized within our department. In fact, I believe that our science team should arrive in Rainy Woods by 3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm very sorry for the late notice. There's no need for you to prepare anything special, of course. Our London branch will meet them at the airport and escort them. Just think of it as a little vacation and spend your time off however you like. Doesn't it feel great to finally get some time off? Oh, and Daniel already sent us a detailed report on the local restaurants. He had a lot of criticism regarding their seafood dishes, but I'm glad the food there generally seems to be edible. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'll be accompanying the team on their trip. Don't worry, I'll do my best to stay out of your hair. P.S. Did you know this will be my first time seeing the UK? I'm so excited. I get to visit the British Museum, Thieves, the National Museum of Scotland, maybe also, the Guinness Storehouse, the Tank Museum. Oh, I just can't wait. Rango says, like the masterpiece mystery story, the transformation of Titus Crow into a bird. I'm very excited to do the next AI Dungeon stream. We can continue the Titus-averse with a new chapter or a new entry. Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner. This will be a very private email, so I'm sending it from my phone. You're familiar with Dr. Nicholas Anderson, the leader of the science team, aren't you? He's an extraordinary man. A while back, he won a ton of essay contests offered by the government and private enterprises. He earned himself a lot of scholarships and was thought of as a kind of young prodigy who only comes around once a century. He actually earned his first degree when he was 14, so the story checks out. But, as I touched on in one of my previous messages, he has some social issues. All his scholarships and joint study researches ended up being cut off before he could finish on them. He's also been accused of power and sexual harassment more than a few times. Okay, so he's a dick. Our CEO, Miss Kelly, is a big fan of Dr. Anderson's and has somehow managed to snuff out all the accusations This is serious, all of a sudden. Somehow managed to snuff out all the accusations he received thus far. This is our friend, our coworker, like sending us some email off the record to warn us about this creepy guy that we're gonna have to work with. This is terrifying. In fact, rumor has it when she hired him to work at Morning Bell, she forced him to sign a contract that stated he would never post on any social media site either personally or as a representative of Morning Bell News. I just know that meeting him in person may leave you a bit perturbed or angry, I guess. Just understand that he's a man with many problems and try your best to withstand him. Lucy. Rangoet says there are museums all across the country. This doesn't sound like a business trip. Newsman says, those are museums all across the country, right. Newsman says, actual cops might have to be called on this one. Never talk to the cops, except maybe in these specific conditions. Yeah, I guess if you're reaching out to them to let them know about a crime, maybe. Rangoet says, what the hell? Yeah, this seems very sketch. This Dr. Anderson person, also E sent us an email. The science team, huh? This can't be good. Guess it's still better than having bureaucracy up my ass, though. Lucy's something else. What does she think I'm supposed to do with all this time off she's given me? There's no spa, no nail salon, no gym, not even a friggin' pool! This entire town is all natural. Ah well, maybe I can help the usual suspects and make some pocket change in the meantime. Are they gonna put a timer before we can play the game again? Don't do this game. Shitty countryside holiday! Wait for the Morning Bell science team to arrive. Game! Ooh, I don't like that. I really want to know how this game ends. I don't know if I'm willing to put in the time to get there. Soulfounder says, legit, I watch too much true crime. If the cops ever want to talk to you, request a public defender. Just don't talk to them if they suspect you of anything. I think this is real. Says, unless Naomi is way harder than we think and somehow has a concealed carry permit in the UK, then she might be good without backup. Home sweet home. How long am I gonna have to wait? How long am I gonna have to wait? Please. This is my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. How did I get here? Okay. Music says another sudden mood change. It becomes an FPS in the last 5 minutes. I would honestly, only if it was a very clunky bad FPS. Then it wouldn't faze me at all. then I'd be like, yes, this is just what happens next in this game. 100%. You guys want to do a quick sheep race? Too bad. This guy's at lunch, so we can't do it. McAvoy, where are you? I think he is at lunch. I kind of want to see another NPC because I'm worried they've all become invisible. Let's just go see somebody. Because we haven't seen anybody. Like, the woman on the bench disappeared. Okay, thank God. And then McAvoy wasn't there when we kind of expected that he would be. But no, they're still visible. This is good. Just needed to double check that. Oh, there he is. He's back now. Quick sheep race? Quick sheep race. It'll take us like a minute. On a race! Trial 2. Trial 2 it shall be. Even a proper test such as this should be but a trifle to a knight of thy skill. Reach the goal line within 52 seconds or more, or while 52 seconds or more remaineth, and thy trial shall be complete. Okay, 52 seconds or more. I don't think we completed the other trial successfully.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Oh! The coffins!
Yeah,
Remember, because it was vampire stuff before? You remember. Oh, no!
Yeah, baby!
I made a huge mistake. There's no way we're going to do this.
Yeah, baby!
Come on, Naomi. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
There's no way.
baby!
No! You want to try that one again? I feel like we're darn close.
Yeah.
He did.
We got $180 for that, but we didn't do it. That's the second time that's happened. I think the time trials are broken. Alright, well, take it. Morning Bell team, arrive. Okay, is there anything else we can be doing in town right now? Oh, we can go to the doctor. Let's do that. Wait. It's the wrong way. Sorry. It's fine. Wool machine's fine. To the vet. Hello, yes. Is there some dog medicine you could give me? Fix the toothache. What does the back do? Fix my toothache. 125 pounds? Oh. Fix whatever my lumbago is too. Yeah. And you know what? Just... I'm gonna splash out on healthcare. Fix my cold too. I just want to be the healthiest woman alive. Health improved, extra large. Alright, we've kind of had almost everything now. Get that man! Wait, do I need a picture or something of him? Before you go. William Dickens, before you leave. Quests. Kevin Clark. No. Oh, photos, but we don't have the photos? That's madness. They gave us this quest when they showed us pictures that we needed to copy at the time we got the quest, but I don't think we can see them now, which to me seems crazy. But yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Try Rita Barrett, George headache medicine, capsule ingredients, upload a picture of somebody visiting a grave, earn a crazy amount of money, get a crazy amount of sheep, harvest some more crops. Okay. So we got nothing going on. So let's try to get a quest. Who's got a quest in here? Michelle? Michelle has a quest. Oh, I hear you've been going around town calling yourself the Drink Queen. Well, I wouldn't exactly put it that way. I mean, I use that hashtag, and drinking ain't something that you should be used for competing with others like. It's meant to be enjoyed, am I right? I'm gonna teach that to you right here, right now. Bring it on. I'd love to study up on my drinking. Besides, drinking helps me forget about my debt, so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't do this. You've got some guts, New Yorker. So, what are we gonna do? It's simple. I run a beer of the day gig here. All you gotta do is drink all of them. You have daily specials? Whoa, suddenly I feel like I'm in a brewery back home. Huh? What are you jabbering about? Where do you greasy New Yorkers think you get all your beer from? Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, just come here once a day until you drink each beer of the day. If you drink a week's worth of me finest beers, then you're sure to understand what drinking's really all about. Okay. I can do this.
Hey.
What's the beer of the day? Irish steak. Beer of the day? Steak. Beer of the day. Give me one. Oh, it's red. Looks good, actually. Here's the beer of the day. We're not going to do all the beers, but there's no way we're going to pull this off, but that's okay. Oh, look how much hunger I have. 108. Did I get better at being hungry? I'm gonna choose to not examine that question. That was perfectly phrased.
Hello again, love.
Want something for your auntie? Give me a quest.
Hey.
How do your scones taste so damn good? I've tried making cookies and scones over and over again, but they never come out right. Oh, you want to know Auntie Jan's secret recipe for happy scones?
I'm with you.
It's been passed down for generations, but I can teach it to you since you've always been such a dear.
Seriously?
Really? Thanks. I need you to help me out with a little errand first, though. Have you seen all those little eggy weggies around that look a lot like my golden eggy weggies? Well, I'd like you to bring me a dozen of them. A dozen. So, 12? Typically, yes. I'm sure I'll be able to cook up a storm of scony wonies if you bring me that many. You need golden eggs. Are there golden eggs around? I have 0. What about you? Do you have a quest, Horatio? We could just, like, sleep until the scientists show up.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
You know what I think? The good life. We've lived the good life. We got ourselves a house. We got a bunch of clues. We're taking a proper countryside vacation. But I'll tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to just kill time in this game until the plot lets us keep playing. Let's try going to sleep. Let's try sleeping. But if this doesn't really work, we might just get out of here. It's Saturday. We got an achievement, so maybe? Sorry, hold up. Walk out the door. Hopefully a cutscene will happen. Well, it is midnight, in fairness. Hold up. Let me just sleep 9 more hours. We'll eat some food. We'll buy breakfast down at the pub. Get our daily beer. Yeah, let's call it here. Actually, I changed my mind. I think we're gonna call it the good life here for now. I really like this game. It's turned out to be a pretty mixed game to stream. Some parts are pretty funny to stream, but there's other parts where not a lot happens for a long time. And it feels like probably getting out of here right before we hit one of those parts is probably going to be sensible. I think we're going to find a new Sunday Night Chills game for next week. I won't say that we'll never come back to The Good Life, but we're at least going to take a break from it for a while. And probably we won't come back to it. Let's be real. Let's just call this a little early tonight. I think that this is the right place to put a pin in this. Cool. The Good Life. I like this game. It's weird. It's very weird. Very funny. I wish it was just a little shorter or a little bit more fast-paced, maybe. If we were moving through the story a little faster, it might be a bit more stomachable. Stomachable? A bit more stomachable as a stream game. However, let's go see what we're going to do next on the calendar right now. Boom, cool. So this has been the Sunday Night Chill stream. Again, we're calling it a little early just because we're at a really good stopping point. We will be back tomorrow for Cool People Monday from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be playing some more Flynn, Son of Crimson. This is a 2D platformer game we started last week. Kind of a platformer, kind of a little, like a Maple Story platforming 2D, slash 'em up, almost like a Zelda 2 type of thing. Really, really like it so far. It's a pretty short game, so we may finish it tomorrow. We'll see. Again, that'll be Flynn, Son of Crimson, tomorrow from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. If you watched any of this live tonight, thank you so much for watching live. New Game Wednesday. Oh yeah, we're gonna set the N64 up and do it proper for New Game Wednesday this week. And we'll do Mystical Ninja featuring Goemon. In any case, however you watch this, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you later.